Oh no, bear with me guys, okay? I'm just sorting this out. Okay, hello. Welcome. My name's Liz. This is Guided by Angels and this is a live Q&A with me. Just making sure I can see the chat here. There we go. Okay, I am live streaming today on a different device because my phone is actually being repaired right now. So it's going to be a bit different than it normally is. I can't put subscribers only mode on either. So we'll just have to see how we go. Hey, Raluca. So I'm hoping I'm going to have a chat. I had a few technical difficulties in yesterday's members live stream. That's why I did one. So we'll see what happens today. So welcome. My name's Liz. This is Guided by Angels and this is a live Q&A with me today. I'm sending everyone so much love on this fabulous Friday. It is a spring equinox today. We've also moved into Aries season as well, which is really powerful. And yay, I've got chat on today, so it works. So yesterday when I was for members, I said I'd stream on a different tablet and come on my normal tablet on here. So because I'm usually live on my phone, today I'm on my tablet. So it's really strange actually. I've got no phone right now, which feels very weird. But it's also good in a strange way, calming in a strange way, but freaky in another way. So yeah, let's do this then. So welcome. If you are watching this back with me as a replay later on, all you need to do is click anywhere during the replay and you'll receive an answer in the moment, something you need to know. If you are watching this with me live right now, just pop your question in the chat for me. So you can see we've got Cynthia in the house as well. Welcome, honey. Hi, Liz, any messages for my twin, please? So what do you need today? I can't actually put subscribers only mode on today. So I'm going to get some keyboard warriors coming in until I get some mods in. So let me just, these are people who've got nothing better to do. Let me just time them out there. Okay, so we're going to start with a message for Cynthia. Raluca says, I was just replaying the Q&A and I saw it. Amazing, okay. So Cynthia says, any message from my twin? So what does your person want you to know today? So if there is anyone coming in saying crazy things, just ignore them, guys, okay? Until my mods come in, just ignore keyboard warriors. They've got nothing better to do, okay? Look at this. I trust that we're meant to be. So right now you may be seeing 1010, okay? So Cynthia, if you're seeing 1010 or 222 or spiders, that's your sign the universe has got your back because you're truly meant to be, okay? And this is showing this to you. So your person is aware of this. So no matter what the circumstances are, no matter what they're currently going through, or what the situation is, they know inside that you were meant to be. Okay, they know that deep inside. So they're having vivid dreams about you as well. So your person's having very vivid dreams about you right now. Lucid dreams, you're connecting in dreams. So if you've been feeling their energy in dreams, or if you've had any dreams about them, it's a big sign of coming back together because your person's saying, I know we're meant to be, I know we are, but you're both healing as well. So there's a lot of healing going on in dreams, healing the past in dreams as well. So you could well be dreaming about things from the past, things that have happened between you or other people. Sometimes we can dream about people from the past to close a cycle or to bring up unresolved feelings or emotions to heal those things before union. So your person is well aware through their dreams and their feelings and emotions that you are meant to be. I hope that helps, okay? Thank you to everyone who's jumping in. I'm sending you lots of love. I'm going to do Karina. Karina's come in with a donation there. Karina with a C. Thank you for being here, honey. Walk in Bliss. Any message from my DM? Walk in Bliss. Great message. So what's the message from your DM today? What's your DM saying to you? I'm learning to overcome my fears and insecurities that hold me back and cause me pain. So he's in the energy of the devil there. So there is fear, there is struggle there, there he is sensing and dealing with. So he's overcoming those things. So this is a reminder for you to be patient and trusting and to allow things to unfold naturally here. So the message for you is make a commitment to your higher path right now, which you are doing, which means you're overcoming your ego, seeing through the illusion and rising up because nothing can keep you down. Okay, so you're seeing through any struggles. Let me just address Donna a minute here. Donna, thank you for that email and sorting that out for me. Just to let you know, I can't put subscribers only mode on today. So there's going to be some keyboard warriors in. So thank you for being here, Donna, and keeping an eye on the chat. I've just had to time some people out. So I'm really grateful you've come in, okay? Because I'm using that other device today, so I can't put subscribers only mode on. But I will be, as soon as I get my phone back, I will be doing that. So this is for Karina with a C. So rise up, nothing can keep you down. And remember, the more you step into your power, the more you rise up, the more he will, because he's overcoming his ego. So he's still kind of saying to you, I'm still healing. There's still things I'm dealing with right now. So, and they're blocking my throat there. And that may still be blocking communication. So you focus on your spiritual path right now and what you can do to move forward. So what's he going through as well with this ego? Yeah, initiating communication. He's being guided to reach out. So I feel this message is for you to have faith that he will reach out when the time is right. He's already been guided to do that. And he's feeling that. He may be dreaming about this as well. He may be fantasizing about this. So he wants to reach out to you. He's being guided to do it. You may be sensing that through your own energy. So if you've been feeling like a sense of urgency, that will be the reason why. So keep doing you, focus on gratitude, raise your vibration, and that give me fear, let go of fears, which you'll be connecting with him, because he's overcoming his fears, and then the communication will come in. I hope that helps, okay? Fairy4, thank you for the donation. Anything from Em? So what's going on with Em today? What's going on with Em today? What's happening with Em? Em is saying, I'm making decisions about our future. Okay, like this keyboard warrior. Okay, Donna, if you're in the house, can you sort my chat out, please? Okay, so Donna, there you go. Donna was she was donating, so I'm sure you'll get on the keyboard warriors there for me. Thank you. So I just try to pay them no attention, you know, but I know they come in and say the most ridiculous things, so they've got nothing better to do, honestly. So this is Fairy4 what Emma's saying. He's saying, I am making decisions. I am. Okay, so whatever is going on, whatever decision he needs to make, he is doing that. Okay, and you know what that decision is, and that's why there's a delay. So you're saying, I understand that this delay is necessary for divine timing. Okay, you understand that. Okay, so the reason why you understand there's a delay is because you know there needs to be a decision. So he's saying, I'm going to make a decision. I just need some time to do that. So that's why there's a delay. And that's what you're being asked to have faith in right now. Remember, the delay creates the way. So is there anything else you need to know? Yeah, you've just got to be the lighthouse. So what he's saying to you is, you are the light in the darkness. Keep shining your light, because that's helping him to make these decisions and move things forward. I hope that helps, okay? Geeta, thank you for the donation. Will Anjan reach out to me soon? So let's see what energy is in first of all. So what energy is in? Thank you, Donna, for looking after the chat for me. So what's the message? So first thing he's saying is, you're the strongest person I know. So you inspire him, you give him strength, okay? So remember that you can handle whatever's happening right now. And he's saying, you are everything I could ever want. I'm just dealing with my ego. So it's like he's saying to you, I am going to reach out to you. I am going to move this forward because you're everything I could ever want. I'm just dealing with my ego right now. So you've got to let him deal with that first, because if he comes through to you or he comes forward to you when he's in ego, it's not going to feel right. It won't gel right. You know, there'll be issues still. But you're everything he could ever want. So don't let this silence or, you know, the fact that you may not be communicating right now cause you problems, because he's dealing with his ego. So, and you may be trying to forgive him for things as well. So there's also forgiveness needed on your side. So you're saying, I'm trying to forgive you. That could be because he's been an ego, or he's been holding back, or whatever has been going on. So give it time, okay? So is he going to reach out to you soon? I feel he's dealing with the ego, so don't feel it's yet. The angel's saying you've just got to manifest this. So focus on your intentions right now. Focus on manifesting. Focus on the things you do want, not what you don't want. So I'm not feeling just yet, okay? So it could be within 7 days, though. You know, it could be coming. So I feel you've just got to have patience with the when right now and allow him to do it when he's not in ego, because he will reach out. I hope that helps, okay? Can't just forget you overnight. You know, the feelings don't just disappear. And he's saying you're everything I could ever want. So you've got to give him time to work through his ego. Jennifer, thank you for the donation. Messages from Adam, okay? So what does Adam want to say to you today? So what does Adam want to say to you today? I am ready for change and I'm preparing to take a leap of faith. So he's getting ready to reach out. He's getting ready to come forward to you. And you know this because you've felt this for a long time, because you've also been working on you. So he's saying, I am preparing to take that leap of faith. So the guidance for you is you're saying, I'm ready to speak my truth. Now, you've got to remember here that when he does make that decision and come forward, just don't, go into ego or dredge the past up, or, just be in the flow. See it as a total fresh start for you guys. Let go of the fear. And he needs to let go of the fear of moving forward, and you need to let go of the fear of what will happen when he does. Because there will be fear there, thinking what's going to happen, how is it going to be? And when I talk about fear, this is about anxiety. It's not about being afraid, like, petrified. This is about anxiety. So when you let go of the fear and you just allow things to unfold, things happen. So yes, you're going to be speaking your truth, but make sure you do it in a very loving, kind, gentle, compassionate way. Okay, without ego or stress. So there is going to be a communication. Let's see when this is coming in. Is there any timelines for this coming in? Because I know that's what you're waiting for. Well, he is making that commitment right now, and he is going to come forward. I can't give you a when because, again, it's not coming through. The angels are showing you it's all about the higher path. It's all about learning. It's all about trusting. Okay, because the Hierophant there is showing you this. It's more of, is he going to do? Yeah, but you've got to trust that this is part of his journey. Okay, if you're saying, is he going to do this? It's about not surrendering. So you have to understand, it's a big thing for him to do this. To you, it might seem easy. Okay, and like the natural next step. For him, it's a huge decision and a huge challenge and a huge change. So you have to have understanding here that that's part of his pathway. Okay, that this is part of, for him to make that, and that's why his hands are there, because he's not quite ready yet, okay? Even though he's preparing, and in his mind he's saying, I know I'm ready, it's part of his spiritual learning and growth. And he will come forward. You've got the Knight of Cups. You just got to be okay with when that will be. I hope that helps, okay? So, we can't force this journey as much as we want to. We're all in the same position in certain ways, okay? Donna, thank you for the donation. Thank you so much for looking after the chat for me, honey, as well. Hi, Liz. Are there any messages from Mark today? So what's going on with Mark today? So Mark's saying to you, I am focused now on making this work. So it's amazing he's in the energy of the King of Pentacles, even though things may still be a little bit stuck or delayed. Says, remember, things are not always what they seem. So he is focused on making it work, no matter how things seem to be in the physical world. So the message for you is, you just know it inside, it through your previews, it through your guidance. You know that you're going to have a life together, and it will be successful. So you're being asked to trust in that, because the 3D is illusion. Things are not always what they seem. He is focused on making it work no matter what else is going on. So this is about you knowing that you're going to be together and having faith in that. Yeah, you got a yes, Knight of Pentacles. So the angels are just confirming there that this is a yes. They give me a block, and again, any blocks or delays are not what they seem. It's what he's dealing with and what he's going through. But you've got that yes again, yes to transformation with the butterfly, yes to the eventual positive outcome in the future you seek. So everything is on track here. Let's bring in an intimate message as well. What else is going on? We've got, I want to get to know you, okay? And that's what he's saying to you. I want to get to know you. So it's about beginning again. It's about getting to know each other again after all this time. After all these years in a way. It's about getting to know each other, learning about each other, dating again, taking it slowly, which again is kind of like the message we got last time. So I want to get to know you. I want to enjoy you. It's like you've got all your lives, the rest of your lives to get to know each other again. It's a very exciting time in your connection. I hope that helps, okay? Shine Bright, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, any messages from universe for my career? So what's the message coming through for you for your career? Give me a block again. Make sure you're communicating with the angels about what it is you desire. So you've got gestures here. So again, this is about something being offered to you. It says you may be asked to help someone out, or you may need a hand. Give deserved praise to others and you'll receive recognition too. So I feel the message for your career is, you're going to enjoy work where you are helping others, where you're able to give and receive, because that's your spiritual journey. And this is golden, you know. So when you give, you receive, because when you're giving out love, when you're giving out help, support, you're giving out blessings, and then you get blessed back. So I feel the message here is, think about what type of work you want to be doing, because there could be a change coming in. I feel you need to communicate very clearly with the angels what it is that you want. So you've got King of Coins. Yeah, this is saying when you focus on what you want, it manifests for you. So the message coming through is Ten of Swords, the end of a challenging time. So if you've been through any challenging times in your career, things are going to get better. So there's a new chapter is about to begin for you. Things are turning around. So things are going to improve and get better. And that's because the more you focus on being kind and helping people, the more you receive. So this isn't even necessarily about your career. It's about your purpose and your mission and giving and then receiving. And that makes everything equally balanced. I hope that helps, okay? Hey, Victor, thank you for being here. I'm not live on my phone today because my phone's in for repair, and I'm live on another tablet, so I can't put subscribers only mode on. So we have got some keyboard warriors in today. So I am making my mods work a little bit today. So thank you for being here. Donna's been looking after the chat as well. Got Yashi in the house as well. So if you can keep an eye, please, mods, on the chat today, that would be really helpful. Thank you. Raluca, thank you for the donation. And is that a doggy on there today? So Raluca says, hi Liz, can I have a message from IDM? Also a message from the angels about the 2 dogs I took care of when they were living on the street, and this morning they are travelling to a rescue centre for animals. So obviously, you've looked after them, okay, and they're going somewhere, it's like a new home. It's like a new beginning for them. That's what I'm feeling with that, okay, new beginning. So, just be very grateful for what you did for them as well. Just be humbled by it, because, you did that from a place of genuine love. So a celebration is coming. So your masculine saying, we are going to talk again. We are going to reunite. So this is a huge sign about coming back together. He's just saying we are going to come back together. You're being prepared for that. But right now in this moment, it's better for him to be alone because he's finding his power. So he's having alone time, thinking, isolation, working things out. This could be in silence as well. So he is having this time to think and process to come back to you. Now, I am feeling this as a quick energy, so I feel he could be quiet over the next 5 days. And then within 3 weeks, there could be an in-person celebration here. Like you could have the opportunity to meet up in person. So I feel this is a quick energy. It's not like months and months or a long time. This is fast. So, this could even be within 5 hours of silence and then 3 days of reaching out. But I feel it's more a few weeks here. So things are definitely moving forward towards a celebration, but he does need this time to get his power back, to find his strength. And yeah, things are happening quickly. You can feel it too. Yeah, you're saying I'm feeling that as well. So Knight of Swords is fast-paced energy, spontaneous energy. Things are happening quickly. You can sense and feel it. So something is happening. So what else do you need to know? So you've got the 9 of Cups here, your dreams are coming true. And that's what you need to remember. And I feel there's also a big message about the dogs that you take care of. You've created beautiful time for them, and, they will be very appreciative of that as well. And now they're going to a new beginning. So it says your dreams are coming true and you're feeling good. And I feel you are feeling good about things. You're feeling much better, lighter, because you've been giving thanks to God for your life. And that's why the blessings are going to continue here. I hope that helps, okay? I'm okay with the silence. I'd learned my lesson. Absolutely. There you go. Okay. So good things are coming in. Ron, thank you for the donation, honey. Is there a message to me from my DM, please, and thank you? So what's the message from your DM? Straight out. I'm growing up because of the connection. So what you're being reminded to know is that everything that's happening, no matter what, whether it seems good to you or bad to you, heavy, stressful, or lovely, it's all assisting with soul growth. So there's a lot of lessons being learned right now. And he's saying, I am growing up because of the connection. And you're saying, well, I'm content and happy with my life, and I'm happy with what I have. So this is a huge sign here that you're focusing on you, self-love, self-care, giving back to you, being content with everything you have, being happy with what you have, which means feeling blessed, not stressed. And that's creating a door that's opening. And he is growing up and you're aware of that. So you're kind of working on the 5D right now, the 5D connection, the spiritual bonds. You're working as a team there. And that's going to move things forward because things are not always what they seem, remember. So it's about seeing beyond the illusion of the physical world. So the Two of Swords there is showing you what was stuck is being moved out of the way because you're working as a team. And I feel this could also be the energy that went on between February and March. Obviously we're in March now, but it feels like if things were stuck in February, you're seeing things differently now. And you'll feel different today because we've moved into Aries season. And it feels like, the season we've just been in has been very deep and heavy, lots of introspection going on. And now you'll feel a shift, you'll feel action. So even though it's just a movement overnight, you may be feeling a lot of change. And that's exactly what I feel. I've woke up in a different energy today. It's like, kind of, what was I worrying about? What was I stressing over? We do worry and stress over the most silly things. So the angels are saying to you, you're receiving messages in your dreams to trust in divine timing. So run your journey as in divine timing, and you're going to receive messages about that in your dreams. I hope that helps, okay? Kat, thank you for the donation. Can I please get a message from S and guidance for the weekend? So what's going on with S? I'm learning to ask for what I want. So remember, he's still learning that lesson. That means being able to come to you, to be able to reach out to you, to tell you how he feels and what he wants for the future. And also to step up and speak his truth in his life. So this is really the divine masculine's lesson, to ask for what they want, to step up and do what they need to do, manifesting what they desire. So the message for you is embrace the life of your dreams. And that's really what you're doing right now. Taking each day as it comes, embracing it, and that makes good news come. So you may feel good news is on the way, and this is what's happening for the next week. So over the next week, you're going to feel like something is coming or something is happening. The good news is on the way because you're embracing this life you're living. You're embracing the life of your dreams. You're feeling good about things. You're feeling connected. You're feeling strong. Okay? So we've got the Death card. It says endings are a natural part of life. They create wonderful new beginnings. So again, you've kind of gone through an ego death as well to be reborn into this fresh new. And he's going through this as well. So they create wonderful new beginnings. So this is a big sign about wonderful new beginning coming in. It says this is a great time of transformation. So be at peace with where you are. Archangel Azrael will soothe your thoughts and calm your heart. So anytime you go into any stress or any anxiety or anything like that, Azrael will assist you with that. But it feels like over the next 7 days, you're going to feel like good news is coming or you're going to feel something is shifting. However, he's still saying to you, that he's learning still. And, look at this card on top of the deck. You got the Two of Cups. So you are my true love, the one I dream about. So he is dreaming about you. So there is a lot of dreaming going on between you as well. I hope that helps, okay? And I absolutely love Dreamers Chicken. And me and Angela and Bradley are so excited about these chickens, okay? So thank you for that as well, honey. And Joanne, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, any message from DM today? How does he feel towards me today? So let's have a look. People come on and say the most awful thing. I mean, why would you even say something like that? Remember, what you're giving out, you're giving back. So if someone's saying that to me, okay, they're going to attract that into their own life. So, just honestly, people need to really think about what they're saying because thoughts become things. Okay, so if you're saying that, T-Dog, about me, okay, you're going to attract absolutely that into your own life. So you want to be careful, especially if you've got loved ones around you, because you may well experience that with a loved one, and then you'll know what cancer really is, okay? Speaking from experience with my own mother, okay? Yeah, words are powerful, absolutely. Ace of Pentacles here for you, and Joanne. So this is showing you there's going to be some kind of movement between now and the end of April. Great things are being created now. They're giving me a little block in the throat chakra. So if there has been any delays in communication, I feel that's being cleared up. So your person wants to come to you and clear the air and sort things out. So great things are being created. This is what you need to remember, no matter what the circumstances are. And you're going to feel a shift anyway today. You're going to, whether it's moving into Aries season, you're going to feel something's moving or there's some kind of change occurring. It'll be like a heaviness being lifted away. So great things are being created and your person is well aware of that as well, okay? So what else do you need to know? We've got, Temperance. You're learning right now the true meaning of unconditional love and the true meaning of patience. That's what you're learning, to be okay with the when. When's he going to take action, or how is it going to happen? What's going to go on? So it's about you learning to trust the journey. So you're learning the true meaning of patience right now. And let's see if there's going to be an action. Yeah, the ego is causing issues for him and for you. So the message is, don't be afraid. Don't allow fear or ego to be in control, because fear is illusion. Overcome the ego by understanding it can only control you in the past or the future. It has no power in the here and now. So work on finding your center to restore inner peace. So focus on that, okay? I hope that helps. Karina with a K, great to see you, honey. So we've had Karina with a C, and now we've got Karina with a K. Hi, Liz, I'm feeling hopeful with this energy. It went so well yesterday. That's amazing to hear. And thank you for updating me through an email as well. I wonder if it's a Vex Mark too. It will, he'll feel it. He'll feel energised as well. How is he? A message from him to me. So what's going on with him today? Or what does he want you to know? What's the message coming through? He said, I'm working hard for our future. So he's working hard as well. So I feel he's busy with his job. You know, he's working. He could be, you know, whatever he's doing. So you know what he's doing. There's fear there as well. So it helps him to release fear as well about changes he knows he needs to make. So he's saying, I'm working hard for our future. So I feel he's busy with work. You're busy sorting your work life out. And he wants you to know that everything he's doing is for the future with you. And you're just saying, you know, the way you act sometimes makes me question everything. So you're being reminded that this is just a facade. It's a mask he wears. It's because of his lifestyle and what's expected of him. And you know that. So when you go into your moments of doubt, you remember it's because of his obligations and his responsibilities and his duty. You know, he needs to sort out those karmic ties. And it's not just about, you know, the responsibility to his relationship. It's about the relationship he has with who he is. And you know what that means, okay? So what else do you need to know? Yeah, you're not alone. Remember, the angels are always with you. Your mum and dad are with you as well. You have all the support you will ever need from heaven. So remember, you're not alone. And this is a great time for you. Let's shuffle a career question as well, or a career message. We've got star power. Look at this. And this is what you're stepping into. It says you need engaging work that will let your talent shine. And it says you are, they give me the word area. Says you are a natural actor and influencer. You attract fame and fortune. Now they give me the word area because I feel the area that you're in. Okay, and what this is also a huge sign of is also what he's going through, because it says he's in his star power. So you're saying, does he feel this energy? When you step into your star power, it assists him with his, because it says you are a natural actor and influencer. Well, that's absolutely right for him. And when you're doing you and you're feeling good about what you're doing, that's exactly who you are too. And you naturally attract fame and fortune. So again, this is really telling you what you already know, that in spiritual truth, really, it doesn't matter what job you're doing or where your career is going, because you know that you're going to have everything you want anyway with him. Not that you want that, you know what I mean? But what I'm trying to say is everything's coming anyway. I hope that helps, okay? Cece, thank you for the donation. Happy Friday, Liz. Guidance on financial abundance and career coming in next 7 days. I have been praying and practicing gratitude. That's good to know. And any message and update from a special person. So what's the message coming in for you for the next 7 days in general? So you've got the devil, overcoming the ego. And I feel what this is about as well is I feel that your special person is going through fears and insecurities, things that come up because they want to take action. So you'll feel like a fire in you as well. And that can bring up frustration and anger. And that can affect your ego. So I feel over the next 7 days, it's so important. You continue with gratitude. You know, you continue with prayer. You continue with calming your energy down and centering yourself. Because when we go into ego, it can put us into chains and fear. And we have to rise above that. So focus on feeling free. And I also feel this about you being okay with where you are financially and what you're going through. Yeah, look at this. We've got the devil. So the ego is definitely around your person. Okay, and that can be affecting you as well. So I'm not saying like you're definitely in your own ego, but you'll be feeling what he's going through. Because he's saying, I'm learning to overcome my fears and insecurities that hold me back and cause me pain. Because I definitely do feel he wants to come forward to you, but he's dealing with his ego here. So the ego could be rearing up over the next 7 days. So what's the guidance for you? The guidance for you is, yeah, feel creative and passionate about your goals. So to bring financial abundance in, to work on your career, focus on things you feel creative about, things you're passionate about, and then let go of the burden of everything else. I hope that helps, okay? Natalia, thank you for the donation. Message from my Grayson, please. So What's going on with Grayson today? Strength. I'm finding the strength to change. The strength to change things in his life. The strength to change things with you. The strength to move forward, to make it right with you. The strength to make change in general. So I feel he's going through a lot of change right now. And he's being given the strength to change. So you could be seeing 555. You know, other things. We've got you are my twin flame, okay? And that's what you know. So you know, regardless of what's going on, no matter what the situation, you know he's your twin flame. And that's really validating what you already know. And interesting, this card's on the floor, because I used this deck in yesterday's members live. And there's a card on the floor, and I've just seen it. So this is clearly for you. Okay, because everything happens for a reason. I didn't see it when it fell out yesterday. So have faith and hope, because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you can't yet see. So that card's come out for a reason for you as well. There's something on the horizon you can't yet see. And that's because he's finding the strength to move towards you. And the fact that you've got the Two of Cups as well is a huge sign of you coming together. I hope that helps, okay? And thank you for the donation. May I get a message from Frank about his feelings and his intentions for me for the next months? I worry about him now fired from his job and moving this weekend. I understand his sound. So you've got to let go of that worry. You're saying, I worry about him. You've got to stop doing that. You've got to trust that he is a spiritual being having a human experience just like you. That he is part of you. So instead of worrying, pray. Give it to heaven. Okay, when you're worrying about something, you're causing like a lower vibration. You know, there's ego there. So when you're worrying, you're not in the now. So anytime you catch yourself being anxious about anything or in fear, breathe yourself back into the present moment. So what's he going through? Yeah, he said, I'm ready to begin again. So understand this, no matter what he's doing, over the next few months, this is between now and June, he's preparing to begin again. He's wanting a fresh start. He's wanting a new chance at life. And that's what he's working towards. So everything he's doing right now is assisting with that. The progress is there. It's only your own ego, your fear, causing you stress here. It's like you're getting in the way of your own happiness right now. And we all do that, okay? So what you're learning to do through this delay, through the silence, through the time when you're not together, is to observe your thoughts, because your thoughts become things. So obviously when you are noticing you're having a negative thought or a stressful thought, you can notice that and observe it, let it go by, and then change it and say, this situation is working for the highest good of all. This situation is working for me. Everything that's happening right now is happening to bring us together. Isn't that exciting? You know, you can say those kind of things and then you change the way you're viewing things. But he's saying, I'm ready to begin again. So you've got to have faith between now and June that that's what's being manifested. And he is constantly having fantasies of you because he desires you. You know, he's constantly wanting you intimately. That desire is always there. You're the one he desires, nobody else. You're meant for each other. So you may seek swans like two swans. Okay, so it's showing this to you. Okay, so the angels are showing you you're meant to be together. It's all meant to be. You've just got to let go of your fear. I hope that helps, okay? Bye, Natalia. Sending you lots of love. Have a great night or day, or I think it's night time there. Stella, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, may I have a message from angels and DM? So what does your DM want to say to Stella today? 9 of Wands, please don't give up on our love. So there may have been some challenging times, and he's really worried that you're going to move on, or you're going to let go, or you're not going to give him the time he needs. So he's saying, please don't let go. Okay, please don't give up. They're saying let go though. And you may have been working on letting go. Now that doesn't mean you're moving on, it just means you're surrendering. And he's saying, I've let you down so badly. He's in regret about that. So he's saying, I'm sorry I've let you down. Please don't give up on our love. I'm going to make it better. I'm going to make it right. It's like he's going to fight for this. So what's the message for you from the angels? Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. You know your life together will be successful. You just know that he's finding his place in the world, and so are you. So, and I've got a timeline here between February just gone and October. Okay, so it's like that's the timeline I've got coming through as it stands today for your future together. Okay, so you've got to have faith and patience right now. So he's finding his place in the world, so are you, and you're finding your place in the world together. So just know in your heart and soul that you're going to have a life together and it will be successful. And that's the message. So what's the angel guidance for you? What's the angel guidance for you? What clear card? What's the angel guidance? There it is. So the message coming through for you is the wheel. So this is all destined. Okay, it's all fate, it's all destiny. It says the universe is working hard to make things happen. Trust the universe, things are turning in your favour. It's written in the stars. So it's meant to be. And we've got an eclipse coming up as well with this new moon. You know, we've just had one. There's more movement happening here. So things are changing. So things are shifting in the right direction between now and October. And you may be seeing 1010. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Divine, thank you so much for the donation, honey. Good morning, Liz. What do I need to know? Have I met my husband? What do you need to know? What do you need to know? So 2 cards flying out here. The first one is the Queen of Wands. So what you need to remember is who you are. You are a motivated leader. You are talented. You are sexy. You are strong. You are powerful. You make things happen in your life. And this is you being desired. So you step up and lead and remember that you are amazingly talented and very desired. So you must remember who you are. That's what you're being guided to know, okay? And you've got the Knight of Pentacles saying, this is a definite yes from heaven. So I feel that have I met my husband is a yes. This is a definite yes from heaven. It may take time to make this person your husband, but eventually you'll get where you want to be and you'll feel fully satisfied with everything you have. So it's showing that to you. That's what you need to know. Let me just time this person out. Bear with me a second. I don't know where my moderators have gone, but I'm just deleting that person's comment there. There we go. So this is showing you yes. I feel the answer to your question is yes. And it's also that you're going to end up where you're meant to be. And that's what you need to know. Just remember your own power in this situation. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Ethereal Seeker. Thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz. I'm feeling a little anxious and uneasy. I'm sorry you feel that way. But remember, that's to do with fear. Okay, it's about energy connected with the past or the future. So if you breathe yourself back into the present moment, that anxiety and that unease will go. Okay, it will dissipate. So anytime you catch yourself feeling that way, focus on breath work to recenter yourself. Can I have a message from my DM, Will, and some divine feminine guidance? So what's the message from Will? He's saying, look, everything is falling into place. So there's no need for you to feel anxious or uneasy. I do feel it may be coming from him, though, because he's feeling like he wants to do something. He's feeling restless. He may be having restless or sleepless nights because he wants to take action in some way. So what you need to know here is everything is falling into place for you. So let go of any fear, any struggle, any doubt. And what's the divine feminine guidance for you? Yeah, you're learning to see past the pain. So this is part of your journey right now, or your lesson, or, you know, your growth to see past the pain. They give me fear. Anytime you go into fear, and that's our unease, our anxiety, to see past the pain. The pain could be that you're not together right now, or the pain of something else that's going on. There's definitely fear there. Okay, fear is illusion. It's not real. It makes you feel like this nervousness. So you're learning to see past the pain. So what else do you need to know? Yeah, 3 of Cups, happy times and celebrations. This is a reason to be excited because everything's falling into place. Social invitations are flowing in. So you may get invited to go to places. This could be weddings, it could be parties, other things. So you're being guided to know that everything is working out. Now I feel as well, because this can be, this energy can be between now and August, but I feel it's sooner than that. So I feel over the next 8 weeks, things are falling into place here. And you've got the 3 energy. This could be within 3 months. There could be like a reunion coming together, spending time together, or you're going to feel much better over the next few months anyway. So as we move towards June, you're just going to feel much better. I hope that helps, okay? Scott, thank you for the donation. What comes through for me? So what's the message coming through for Scott today? What's the message coming through for Scott today? First of all, anything you want, you can manifest, okay? But you have to believe. You have to let go of burdens. Any burdens you've got, give those to heaven. The angels say if you've got time to worry, you've got time to pray. Okay, lighten the load and stop carrying around other people's problems or carrying around your own problems. Give them to heaven right now, which means let them go with love, okay? And also, anything you want to create in your life, give your desires time to manifest. If you're seeing signs like 777, or if you're seeing things that you want showing up in your reality, whether it's your virtual reality or your real world, it's showing you what's coming. So you've got to give your desires time to manifest, whatever they are. So nurture your dreams by having faith in them and expect a miracle. It will happen at the right time. So whatever it is you're desiring is going to happen at the right time with faith. You may see bees as well. And you've got financial luck coming in here. The angels say financial success and luck is on your side. So this could be you wanting to make something happen in work or career, or to manifest more money or abundance. So what you touch has the potential to become gold. Don't take things for granted and always give thanks for what you have. So be grateful for everything you have now, because there will have been a time when you will have been dreaming or wanting or wishing that you had the things you have now. So kind of look around your surroundings and say thank you for everything you've got. I hope that helps, okay? Laurie Wu, thank you for the donation. Message from David and the angels on what's coming in April. Okay, so you're learning patience right now. He's asking you to be patient. Okay, he's saying to you, I must do things at my own pace because that's how I'll follow through on my plans. So please don't give up on our love. So be patient. Be patient, especially over the next 9 weeks or so. Because he's learning to ask for what he wants. Remember, he's got to step up and come to you and show you how he feels and take control of his life. To be able to give you the world, to be able to start a new chapter with you, to be able to hold you in his arms. So he's asking you to be patient with him. So you're learning right now what the true meaning of unconditional love and patience is. So embrace the life of your dreams right now. You know, maybe you're dreaming about things as well. So think about what you want right now. Think you're saying what's coming in April. What do you want to happen in April? What do you want to manifest? What do you want to do? You know, you don't have to wait around for him to be in your life to have the best life. The angels say, look again at where you are and things will spring forward because they already are. So this is about looking at things in a higher way, seeing things from a higher place and looking around at your environment and everything you've got. So like I've just said, you know, to Scott, be grateful for everything you have now. And we've got crystal healing. So you may find that you're more clear about things in April. You've got crystal clear clarity. And you may want to do some crystal healing in April. You know, whether it's connecting with your own crystals or maybe going for a session with crystal healing, something like that. But I feel you're being guided throughout April to be more in the present moment, to be more appreciative of everything you've got now, and that will manifest things. So you've got, the magician. Look at this. You were capable of manifesting your dreams. So it's really a very similar message. The angel's saying, well, what do you want to have in April? And this is besides David or anything to do with him. This is about you manifesting things and doing things for you. I hope that helps, okay? Stephanie, thank you for the donation. What are C's thoughts, feelings for me today? I've been dreaming about him lately. Will he text again? I'm hoping I text him back. So what's going on with C? So C is saying to you, when we work together, we are a great team. So it's like he's saying to you, when we dream of each other, when we connect in the 5D, when there's no ego or stress, we're a great team. And he knows that. So when he thinks about you without stress or anxiety, you know, he can't think of anyone better for him than you. So you've got the 5 of Spears and the Hermit. So there's still some conflict there. I don't feel he's ready yet to reach out because he's dealing with inner conflict, or there could be some conflict around him. So this could even be, people around him, like external conflict, whether it's family, friends, something karmic he's going through. So he's doing a lot of deep thinking right now and processing. And he's connecting with his psychic self. So I feel the message really here is to connect with him in the 5D. To connect with him the way that you are right now. And that will open the doors for the physical stuff. Because, you know, I did that little short yesterday about whether you should reach out or not. Remember, I don't know if you watched it. And number 1 was about the 5D connection. That's what I'm connecting with for you. So I feel that's why you say, you know, I've been dreaming about him a lot lately because you are a great team right now in the 5D. So I feel you need to work on that, because when you create the inner union in that way, it creates the outer union in that way. So is he going to text again? So I do feel you're going to, you know, he is going to take that leap of faith. He will follow his heart and do that. It will happen. I just feel not quite yet. Okay, so let's see if we can get some kind of timing. What's the timing about C texting? Or it's a special date when you let go. So the message is, I haven't got like a date coming through because it could happen any time. So you just need to let go of the when and all of that, and it will happen at a special date. So this could be on a specific date. You know, a special date could be like a birthday or an anniversary, or it could be like another date, like an occasion. You know, got Easter coming up, that kind of thing. So I feel you just need to let go of the when and just trust that when he does reach out, it will happen naturally. And then you won't even have to question texting back or anything like that, because it will just all happen naturally. I hope that helps, okay? I've lost my chat on my tablet here. I've still got it on here though, luckily. So I may have to just go into the chat a little bit. So I've got Zainab with a donation saying, Gerard made a comment on my story after was on silent, but was short, and I replied after a while. So I want to know what was his intention and his feelings. So what's he feeling and thinking right now? He's saying great things are being created in our lives. That's how he's feeling. Something is shifting here. So between now and the end of April, something is happening. So whether, you're saying, he made a comment on my story after I was on silent, but was short, and I replied after a while. So want to know what was his intention, his feelings. He feels like something is happening. So between now and April, the end of April, something is happening. And he feels like it's like he wanted to, tell you things, speak up, communicate. So anything you're worrying about, I feel you may be worrying about things you don't need to worry about. So the angel's saying to you, give your burdens to heaven. Whatever you're worrying about, whatever you've got time to worry about right now, pray about, you've got time to pray. So lighten this heavy load and stop carrying around other people's problems. So I feel you're worrying too much about what he's thinking or doing when great things are being created in your lives. Yeah, you've got 10 of Wands again. Same card, okay? 10 of Wands. Okay, so the message is, let go of the burden that you're carrying around right now and instead feel creative about your goals and your dreams and the things that you are doing, the person that you are, because that's inspiring. So what was on his mind when he, reached out? Or he's saying he needs to think about himself. And it's like he is also wondering what you're doing if you're thinking about yourself. So I feel that you just need to let go of any stress or anxiety right now. Because that's what I'm connecting with, moreover anything that he's done. Okay, so we've got romantic feelings. And obviously he's got all these romantic feelings for you. So he wants to go on a romantic date with you and spend real quality time with you. And he feels like that's going to be manifested between now and the end of April. But you have to let go of all the struggle and the stress. I hope that helps, okay? So I've lost my chat on my tablet. So it's happened the other way round today. So let me just go back in. Bear with me a second here. Because I'm using different devices, so it's really strange what's going on right now. Here we go. Okay, let's go back on it then. Come on. There we go. Okay, let me go back down the chat and see where I am. Okay, so I've got to Mariana. So just bear with me a minute here. I just need to see where I was in the chat. So obviously I've just done Zainab. There you go. Okay, so I'm not that far behind then. So his next move as well as will he communicate again? So you're also asking, and then I've got Mariana. So I haven't lost much of the chat there then. That's good. So you're asking, okay, is he going to communicate again? Okay, so is he planning on communicating with you? This is still for Zainab then. He said everything has fallen into place. What I'm connecting with here is, I feel you're carrying around burdens you don't need to, or you're worrying about things you don't need to worry about right now, because it's like he's saying to you, please relax about everything. Everything is falling into place right now. So I feel you're stressing unnecessarily or worrying unnecessarily because it's all falling into place. Okay, so yes, I feel he's going to communicate again. I feel you're worrying and it's causing you problems. Because he will come forward at the right time when he can. It's like if he's back and forth in his energy, there's some stress there. Okay, so you've just got to let him come to you. I feel like he's waiting, he's watching, he's watching you on social media, he's got his eye on you. He's waiting for the right time. So be at peace with that, okay? I hope that helps. So let me just double check I haven't lost anything. Yeah, everything's still working, okay? So Mariana, thank you for the donation. Message from M about his thoughts and feelings for me. So what's going on with M right now? How is M feeling? How is M feeling right now? So again, we've got great things are being created in our lives. So this is why, if anyone's watching and you're not having a question directly and you're resonating with some of these cards, it's because it's for you collectively. Because again, this card. So Mariana, between now and the end of April, great things are being created. And he wants you to know that. It's like he's saying good things are happening. Great things are being created in our lives right now. Things are turning around, okay? And the message for you is just be ready for anything. Because you're saying, I'm ready for a new relationship with you. This is the energy that's coming in as well between now and June. So you're ready for a relationship. You want things to perhaps go to the next level. And it's like he's saying we don't need to rush anything because all the good things are being created in our lives. Focus on self-love. It opens all the right doors. So I feel the message here for you is his thoughts and feelings here are that he wants a future with you, a relationship with you, and great things are being created. That nothing's wrong, everything's falling into place. The message for you right now is slow down maybe a little bit, calm your energy down, and focus on self-love. So maybe give more love to you than wanting the love from him. Remember, it's all about filling up your own cup, and happiness being an inside job. So the more you work on you right now, focusing on your, what you want, what fills you up, it's going to open the right doors for this relationship to build. I hope that helps, okay? Ashwini, thank you for the donation. 3D message from him, please. So what's the 3D message from him today? What does he want to say? You are my warmth and my joy. True happiness is always with you. Okay, that's what he wants you to know. Now, you're also donating again. You're saying, what does my brother think of me? And I also feel this is how your brother sees you. So you and your brother may have moments where you struggle with each other, or, you have sibling rivalry or whatever goes on. But ultimately, he sees you as warmth and joy and happiness. When he's with you, he feels happy. He's like, you may be a good support to him in some way. So I feel this about you knowing that when you're operating in your power, your truth, your light, without the ego, your warmth and happiness to anyone who you're around, including your twin, your brother, or anyone else. It's only when you're in fear and ego, that light dims and then it becomes cool and like a negative vibration. So in your heart and soul, you do know that you're going to have a successful life together with your twin. You know that deep down when you let the ego dissipate, okay? And you're ready to speak your truth as well in your own way. So I feel your brother also sees you as someone who speaks the truth. Okay, and also someone who wants what's best. So also your brother could perhaps see you sometimes as someone who fantasizes or lives in a dream world. But that's how people in the Matrix do see people who are manifestors and people who create. Okay, so I feel that's what you need to know, okay? So just know that you're is warmth and joy. You're back, Ashwini, so you clearly missed half of your question here because I'm on your questions right now. So the message for you right now is you'll need to go back in the chat and rewatch it again. So have faith. That's your guidance, to have faith in everything, okay? And what's the message coming through as well from your twin? What else does he want you to know? Yeah, karmic situation is a lesson. It's preparation. It doesn't mean you're not going to be together. It's preparing you for what's ahead. So you're being reminded again to look at the karmic situation in a higher way. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Jacinta, thank you for the donation. Liz, since yesterday evening, I've had needles poking in my throat type of feeling. It's a bit painful what's going on with P. How is he feeling about me? So maybe do a cleansing on your throat chakra today. Ask the angels to cleanse your throat chakra. It's interesting you've said that, actually, because I had... last night, when you get that feeling like you're going to have a cold, I had that feeling yesterday, but it's gone this morning. So I definitely feel it's to do with, speaking the truth and opening up physically in that way. So what he's saying to you is, what P is saying is, he's saying, my life is falling apart and it's scaring me, but it's necessary change. So he's going through some tower moments in his life right now. And those tower moments will be happening for the right reasons. So you've got to be strong and realise where your true power comes from. It comes from within you and above you. So you're learning at this time to handle anything that's going on. Instead of being in fear or ego or stress, calling on your angels, praying about things. Because your true power doesn't come from your twin or anything outside of you. It comes from what you've got going on inside and what's going on up there. When you call on God, when you call on your angels, when you call on the universe, the higher power, whomever. So realise where your true power comes from. Okay, and understand that he is going through changes and challenges right now to grow him. And those changes are also going to affect his throat chakra because he'll want to communicate with you. So I feel cleansing your throat chakra will assist, okay? And what you have to remember is with God, all things are possible. So nothing is impossible with God. You have to trust in this. With God, all things are possible. Whatever you want is manifesting. How is he feeling about you is that with God, all things are possible. He feels like he can achieve things with you. You give him strength. But when you're in your own strength, is when you're in your ego and your fear, it's like a repellent. So he's saying to you, and this is the kundalini that you may also have felt rising within you. He's saying, I've thought of you many times, trying to keep it PG, and I've done things many times, okay? So, there's been activity that's been very physical when he's been thinking of you. You know what I'm trying to say, okay? So there's been pleasure there. I hope that helps, okay? Naina, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, message below. Is my next job or position going to be outside of the bank I'm currently at? Is this in any way linked to my person reaching out to me? I feel there's a link around the timing of it. So is this job or position going to be outside of the bank? I feel you know it is, okay? I feel that's what you're guided to do. I feel that that's the big lesson you're learning, to step away from that. But I feel you already know that, okay? Because that's going to lead to your union and other things occurring in your life. There's just delays around it because it's fear. So obviously you'll be going through your own fears around leaving a big comfort zone. And that will ultimately lead you to everything you're meant to have. You know, your dreams coming true in a way. So the Ten of Cups is the union and about you being together. But don't think, oh, I've got to do this for him to reach out, because it doesn't work like that. It's just a stepping stone. You know, you've got to remember that he's also got free will and he's also learning his own lessons. So the message here is there is a delay for a reason, because you're both growing, you're both learning, you're both evolving. You're both learning to step out of comfort zones in your own way. Because this comfort zone is his relationship. Your comfort zone is work related. You know, you've even said yourself that your job is your karmic partner. So I feel that once you do, okay, be bold and make the move to move away from what you've always done, that's when you're going to see the big changes. You know, and obviously you've got to do what's right for you. It's a stepping stone. You know, so you've just got to be very patient with yourself as well. You're saying, I want out of this job. You're saying you want out of the job, so you know you want that. But also, there is that clinging on to what's comfortable. Does that make sense? Like what you've always done, or, you know, the support system you've got around you. So it's like taking a complete leap of faith forward. And I really feel that that's what is going to happen. But there is a delay around it. But this is another sign of things shifting forward, either over the next 10 weeks or 10 months or between now and October. So you can't force this forward. You just got to be at peace with it. And I know how hard it is. You know where I'm going through in my journey. So you just got to be at peace with the process of it. So the angels say, what you're learning, remember, is that separation of any kind is preparation for union. So separation is also about you separating yourself from what you've always done. It's not just necessarily about the separation between you and your twin, you know, in the physical. This is about you separating yourself from anything that you know isn't serving you anymore. So I feel you know that that's coming, that big change, and it may be scary but exciting all at the same time. Yeah, you've got to cut ties. This is cutting ties. It says you may need to leave your current position and look for something better. Ending a job doesn't mean burning bridges. Go with grace. So I feel what this is also saying to you is you're not going to lose people in your life. So, you know, if you're close to certain people in this environment you're in, you're not going to lose those people. And if you do lose them, they weren't meant to be in your life anyway, you know. So you have to remember that. So you're going to have the support you need. So what does your twin want you to know as well about reaching out? Or you're the reason all of my dreams are coming true. So he knows that you're, you know, his dream come true, his wish fulfillment. He knows that. He knows that to be with you would be a dream come true. But he's also got to make his own changes. So let's just connect quickly with what his karmic struggle is right now. Okay, what's his karmic struggle? Okay, we made some great memories. So also be the memories. And again, that's really what you are perhaps thinking about. Okay, memories that you may have about your job or everything else, okay? So you've both the same thing. It's like the past. So we made some great memories. And this is why he's struggling with releasing his karmic situation as well, because there'll be some memories there. And, you know, there's good memories as well as bad memories, but it's a toxic cycle that keeps repeating. And this is also what you're going through in your own life as well. So let's stop repeating toxic cycles. It feels that's what you're both learning to release right now. I hope that helps, okay? Karina with a K, great for the thank you for the donation, honey, for Laura. For Laura, many messages from Mr. O to her. So, and look who's here, okay? Angela is sending you lots of love to the amazing Laura and everybody else as well, to all the carrot mummies and daddies. So, and you know, I did watch, I shared it for members, you know, Theme Park Worldwide have done a new Alton Towers video, and it was so funny, honestly. The mannequin fell over in the shop and stuff. And I did notice they got some new Wicker Man teddies for 2025. They're nowhere near the carrots, you know. The carrots, they'll never, ever do carrots as good as carrots were, you know, but they have got some new teddy. So it'll be interesting when I go this year to see what they are. Okay, so let's see what the message is from Mr. O. Okay, I'm saying, first of all, he's saying, expect me, I'm on my way. So he is coming, you know he is, you can feel it inside. So this is maybe about a message coming through or some kind of meet-up or communication. And he said, I'm just afraid of losing everything I've worked for in my life, but I won't let you go. So again, there's that fear about changing his life or doing something differently. And that's stepping out of his comfort zone. And he feels like over the next 4 weeks, he's going to be moving towards you. And you're saying, yeah, things are happening quickly. So you're feeling things are shifting now. You may even feel this as we've moved into the Aries season now. And obviously, I know it's still nighttime where you are, but when you wake up in the morning, I guarantee you're going to feel a bit different, because I do. So things are happening quickly, things are shifting, things are changing. He's not going to let you go, and that's how he does feel. So anything else you need to know? He's saying, yes, I can feel it, yeah. So King of Spears. And this is also him fighting through anything he needs to, sitting with his thoughts, his emotions, working through things in his mind, because he knows you're his dream come true, and he wants that ring on your finger. You want it, he wants it. It's just a matter of time until he puts it there. So again, you could see, yeah, you could see things about rings. You could see red roses, bouquets. It's not the end, you know, you'll sort it out. There's an apology there. I hope that helps, okay? Powerful message. And Laura's donated as well there. So what is Mr. O's mind today? So thank you for donating this. What I'll do with your donation there, Laura, is do a collective message. So what does everyone need to know who's watching? I love the sound of your voice, okay? Whoever's watching this right now, all 73 of you, if you're connected with a special person, they love the sound of your voice. And they miss the sound of your voice. So if your voice is anywhere, so for example, if they've got your voice on a video recording, or maybe you've got, you do some kind of social media where you share your voice. So you could be on YouTube, you could be on Instagram, you could be on TikTok, you could be on, any platform, Facebook, whatever. Or they've got the noise of like the sound of your voice, the noise, the accent, the pitch of your voice. It's in the mind. And they love the sound of your voice. So I feel this is also a huge sign that they want to hear your voice through a communication. So they don't just want to be texting you or messaging you. They want to hear your voice. They want to talk to you in person, or they want to speak to you through a phone call. So I feel this is a message about coming back into contact, because they miss the sound of your voice. They love the sound of your voice, and they want to hear it. Yeah, I can't forget you. I'm returning to you soon. So there's a huge message about return. Coming back together, reaching out, communication. This could happen over the next 6 days for some of you, the next 6 weeks for some of you, between now and June. For others, it could take longer than that. So it could be a 6-year period, but I feel it's way too long for the people I'm connecting with here today. So I feel there could well be communication coming in between now and June, or even over the next 6 months. So I feel 6 is your number. So remember, if you've seen 666, it's reminding you to let go of ego or fear around when things are happening in the physical world. So get excited about the future. Be excited about what's coming. Just live your life in gratitude every single day, and the doors will open for you. The right doors at the right time, because your person wants to communicate. I hope that helps, okay? Sandy, thank you for the donation. Will I be in a relationship this year with someone coming in my life? The first thing I feel you need to do is focus on the relationship with you, and the relationship with your creator, with God, with your angels, with the higher power of the universe, because that will help you to be in the right vibration. Because what I feel you're doing right now is wanting love, or wanting someone to make things better, or wanting someone to be there. And, that's all well and good, but it doesn't bring the right person in. It brings in someone who's operating in that similar energy. You want someone to come in, okay, who's going to match the higher you. So when you start falling in love with you and being okay with being on your own and becoming your own best friend, doing things by yourself, enjoying that time for you, feeling how good it is to have that time for you, thinking, well, I haven't got to think about anyone else. I can just think about what I want right now. And then you'll feel at peace with where you are. You'll start feeling more relaxed, and then the doors will naturally open for love to come in. Okay, so the angels are saying to you, see what's coming through here. Yeah, right now is a time for you to learn everything you can about the journey, because you're a twin flame. It's not just about you saying, right, I want to be in a relationship then. It doesn't work like that. You're a twin flame, okay? Which means you do have a divine masculine who's learning lessons, and you're also learning lessons. So I feel over the next 8 months or so, it's a time for you to get back to you, especially between now and August time. Okay, so this is about you finding out everything you can about the journey. And, you do this whether you want to or not. You do this whether you're doing research on it or you're just going through, your fears, they give me fear there, your experiences, because you're on this learning curve. So you can't rush or force love in. You can perhaps go and meet someone, but it won't work because right now the angel's saying what we want you to do is to learn everything you can about this journey and about yourself. And then you'll be ready for the real reunion. You'll be ready for the real, happiness that you deserve here. So, and you're really right now trying to forgive your twin. So you're still trying to forgive what's happened. So how can you be ready for a relationship, like a real loving relationship, when you're still working on forgiving your person or forgiving what's happened? You've still got to forgive. And this is also really about forgiving the self. Forgiving yourself for feeling vulnerable or for allowing yourself to be hurt in that way. And you're transforming through the pain. So recognize this season you're in right now of your life isn't meant to be shared with anyone. It's meant to be experienced with God, the universe, the higher power, and becoming your own best friend. It's about giving yourself what you need. And that may be triggering to you because you're thinking, well, no, I want love, I want a relationship. But unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. Okay, so this is a time for you right now to get yourself ready for love. To get yourself ready by forgiving the past, by knowing you're transforming through the pain you've been experiencing and learning everything that you can about yourself in this journey. And then you stand in your power for what you believe in. That's the message. So, what about love coming in? Yeah, you've got to be focused on you right now. So that's the message there. I hope that helps, okay? Honestly, things aren't as bad as they seem. It will get easier. Pooja, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, any message for my person? Ravish, on and off contact. So what's going on with Ravish right now? What does he want to say to you? So what he's saying to you is, you are the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. So to him, you're everything, the Queen of Cups. Okay, so that's how he feels about you. So when you're not in contact, don't ever doubt how he feels about you because he sees you as the one, okay? And you have options, but you only want him. So you could go out and get anybody. You're in that energy where you could attract a lover right now, but you only want him. You're saying, I have options. I only want you. And he does know that. It's not like he thinks you're waiting around for him. He does know how amazing you are and that you could have anyone. And you're saying, I hope you can tell me how you feel. So maybe you're thinking, I have options, but I want you to tell me how you feel. Or maybe you're thinking, if you don't tell me how you feel, I'm going to move on to these options. But the angels are reminding you it doesn't work like that. That's trying to put conditions on unconditional love. So I feel the message is, if you're patient with your person, he will come in at the right time. He will open up to you at the right time. And things will move forward at the right time. And that's what you need to know. I hope that helps, okay? Guys, I've got to go to the bathroom, okay? So Angela is going to look after the chat for me. It's my own fault for drinking a pint of water before I came on, not getting the loop. So I'll be back in a moment, okay? Okay, I'm back. Let me just have a little drink of water. Okay. Thank you, Angela, for looking after the chat there, okay? And thank you to my moderators for being here as well. Okay, so next question we're doing then is for Sonali says, let me just check where I am in the chat. So just a Pooja there. So Sonali says, hi, I want to know about my future spouse, okay? So what do you need to know about your future spouse? Let's use this deck. What do you need to know about your future spouse? What do you need to know? So the message is, okay, this person may need to walk away from something to be able to be with you. Okay, so they may be in the process of that right now. So they may be leaving something behind to be available for you. Now, you may know who this person is, or maybe someone new, but remember, the universe will align and create the way. So, you know, this person will come in at the right time. So I feel at this moment, this person is choosing to walk away from things that don't serve them. And this person is going to be someone who's focused, someone who's able to focus on you. So they're also going to have money. When I say have money, I don't mean like really rich. I mean, they're going to have a job. They're going to be able to bring support in, financial support. This person is going to be able to focus on you completely because they've walked away from something they've needed to leave behind. So this person is going to be all in with you, and they're going to be able to provide, and, you know, they're going to have money. Fine. So it's not like someone who's going to be unemployed or not being able to provide. Equally, this person is going to be everything that you want. Now, it could also be an earth sign. You know, this could be an earth sign, but I feel it's someone who's more grounded. So it doesn't really matter what horoscope they are. This is more about a grounding. So I feel this person is currently walking away from anything they need to walk away from to be able to focus on you. And this could well be happening between now and August time, where from August time, this person either comes into your life or returns to your life if you're already aware of who this is, but they will be able to focus on you. And you're going to be turned on by this person because of the person they are. You know, they're a person of integrity. And rather than messing around, or, you know, and I'm not saying that, you know, I mean, the masculines go through things and people go through things. I just feel it's what you need to know is they're going to walk away from, yeah, you've got the same card. They're going to walk away from anything they need to walk away from, or free themselves up from anything they need to free themselves up to be able to focus on you. But obviously, to be your spouse, you know, your future spouse, that's what they'll have to do anyway. But the same card here, King of Pentacles. Okay, they're going to focus on making it work with you, and that's how you're going to recognize them. I hope that helps, okay? Infinity, thank you for the donation. Liz, may I have a general message and a message from RC. So what's the general message coming through for you today? So we've got 3 of Wands. Progress is being made. Trust the timing of your journey as everything is falling into place. So whatever's going on in your life, you've got to trust right now. It's all working out. Okay, everything is working out. Progress is being made, even if you can't see it yet. You're just being guided by the angels to trust the timing of it all, because it's all falling into place, okay? So what does RC want you to know? And that card, you know, 3 of Wands is also about having vision. Having a vision of what you want. Yeah, he's becoming who he was born to be. So RC is saying, I'm becoming who I was born to be, becoming the Emperor. That's the divine masculine in power. And that progress is being made. So you've just got to be okay with the when. So if you've been having any frustration around the when, or any timing issues you've been connected with or anything like that, that's what you're being guided to let go of right now. So yeah, you're being communicated and guided through numbers, numerical code, number sequences. So numbers are speaking to you, giving you signs and synchronicities. So anything we need to know from this numbers deck. So we've got 7s and 4s. So you're being shown through 777 or 444 that you are creating the life of your dreams, that things are manifesting. So obviously the 7s are about the manifestation, the 4s are about the protection. I hope that helps, okay? Bina, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, can I have a 3D message from Rod, please? So what does Rod want to say to you? And hello to everyone who's jumping in. I'm sorry I'm not addressing everyone directly. I just get so enthralled in what I'm doing. You know, but I am really appreciative of everyone here. Welcome if you're new as well. Welcome if you're returning. Thank you all for being here. I'm sending you so much love. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for me, because it really does help. So Bina, what does Rod want to say? So Rod is saying temperance here. Okay, I must do things at my own pace because that is how I'll follow through on my plans. Okay, so you're learning patience, remember. So what your twin is teaching you is the true meaning of patience, which isn't about waiting, clock watching. It's about being in the energy of allowing, accepting things, being okay with the way things are flowing. So the block in my throat, especially about communication. If there's any communication issues. So he said, I've got to do this at my own pace. That's how I'm going to follow through on it. Because when he feels pressured or rushed, it will all, it will all go pear-shaped. And I know what I'm talking about, okay, in my own journey. So let go of any burdens you're carrying around right now. Give them to heaven and find peace with the process, the flow, because he will do what he needs to do. He is going to be free to be with you. You've just got to have patience with when that will be and not try and rush or force it forward. So he said, I want to spend some time with you. So that's what he dreams about. That's what he fantasizes about. That's what he's missing right now. Not being able to spend time with you the way he wants to. And he said, I did wrong and I'm sorry. And I feel this was perhaps how he handles certain things. And obviously you know that too. You know that he handles certain things in a way that he could have handled it better. But that's how he grows. So he said, I did wrong and I'm sorry. I do want to spend time with you and make up for this. Okay, I hope that helps. Can people just time this crazy person out, please? Let me just, there we go. People coming in just saying ridiculous things there. No need for that at all. What you give out, you get back, okay? So mods, if you can just keep an eye on the chat, please, okay? So next question we're doing is for Lisa. Welcome, honey. I can see you've emailed me as well, but obviously I can't see where it is. So Lisa says, morning, can I have a message for the weekend, please? We're both silent now with each other, thank you. So I'm sending you lots of love. So what's the message for you, first of all? Two of Pentacles, you're finding your place in the world right now. And I do feel that, it's about you also understanding yourself better, realising why you're here, what you're here to do, what your next steps are. So it's a time, when there's silence, to be able to go within and understand yourself better. So what's the message for her? For her, we've got Wheel of Fortune. She trusts inside that you're meant to be. So even though you're silent and, there may be a little bit of distance there right now, she knows that you belong together. She knows that, okay? You're finding your place in the world. You're finding yourself through this whole situation, learning more about your own emotions and how to master them and, what you're experiencing, about what you want to create in your life as well, finding your own way. And she knows, no matter what's going on, that you're meant to be together. She trusts it, she knows it, she feels it inside. So what else is going on? What do you need to know for the weekend? Six of Pentacles, give out what you wish to receive. So again, this is reminding you to be kind, to be loving and gentle, and that Jesus is guiding you, remember, to walk in his footsteps and to be kind and gentle and loving. So think, okay, how would I want to be spoken to? How would I want to be treated? And it's all of that, because sometimes we get triggered by the ego causes an issue. So give out what you wish to receive over the next 6 days. That's what I'm connecting with there. What is she going through? Okay, what is she going through? Yeah, she may apologise to you. You're going to sort it out. Not that I feel there's actually anything to sort out, but if you feel there is, it will be sorted out, okay? There will be an apology. So she may even come in with an apology over the weekend or, moving into the new week. An apology. Not that I feel she does need to apologise. You may feel she needs to apologise, but when I'm looking at this in a higher place, I don't feel there's anything that needs to be apologised for, because it's all about the change that's been that you're both experiencing. So endings are a natural part of life. They create wonderful new beginnings. I know it's frustrating because you wanted to see that, but she does. This is a great time of transformation for both of you. So the message is, be at peace with where you are. Archangel Azrael will soothe your thoughts and calm your heart. So Azrael, as you know, is the most calming angel. He is the angel who helps us when we go through a grief or when we lose a loved one. And he's around you because he knows how much you've been hurting and knows how much your heart has been struggling. So he's helping you to find calm thoughts and focus on peace. That's the message. I hope that helps. Okay, let me bring you one more card in for the weekend as well. So for the weekend, yeah, you've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. So the love is there. You've just got to fill up your own cup and have the vision of what you want. So keep your vision on what you want, fill up your own cup, and that will lead forward. I hope that helps, okay? Daniela, thank you for the donation. Dear Liz and family, happy equinox and Aries season to all of you. Thank you for that, honey. My question is, what do the angels say about my current job and about me wanting to start my own business slowly and gradually? Go for it. It's an adventure. So you've got adventure and you've got real passion. It's like, it gives you real passion. Whatever you want to do with your own business is where your real passion is. And when you follow that real passion, not only will it feel like an adventure every day, but you'll be excited about what you're doing and it will open all the right doors. So the angels say, stop wasting time in a dead-end job. And you may feel that way about it right now. So I'm not saying you don't enjoy it or it's not good for you, but you may feel like it's come to a natural end. You may feel it's a dead end for you right now. The angels say, find your true passion. And I feel that's what you are finding with this business you want to do. It says it's fine to experiment, but don't settle for less than you truly deserve. So it feels like you know right now you are settling for less than you deserve. So make exciting moves, okay, that will bring an adventure. It says this could take you outdoors or on a trip. You'll need to climb steadily, and that's what you're saying. You're saying slowly and gradually, okay? You need to climb steadily to reach your goals. But you will get there. So you're going to climb the mountain and you're going to sit at the top and you're going to be very successful. That's what you need to know. I hope that helps. Okay, so in other words, go for it. Thank you for the donation. Hi, can I have a card with guidance for our connection and how to move forward? It's very stagnant right now. So let's get the message for you first of all. Ace of Pentacles. Even though it may feel stagnant right now, between now and the end of April, things are moving forward. Things are happening. Okay, so be grateful right now for all the opportunities and all the blessings flowing into your life. So gratitude is the key. So the guidance for your connection, how to move it forward, is to actually know it is, because it is, even though you may not physically see it just yet, to be grateful for everything that's happening. To be grateful for all the opportunities that you're having to grow and evolve and transform and see through the illusion of things and see past the pain, and to focus on all your blessings right now. That's what the angels want you to do. That will move everything forward. So what's going on with your person? We've got, I can't forget you, I'm returning to you soon. So you may actually receive communication in some way or some kind of movement in the next 6 weeks, because we've got between now and the end of April, which is really the next 6 weeks, even though this can also symbolize June. So between now and June, but it feels like over the next 6 weeks, you're going to feel something's moving, and he is returning to you because he can't forget you. So have faith in the journey, gratitude right now, focusing on your blessings, seizing opportunities, doing things for you is going to move everything forward. I hope that helps, okay? Let me just see how much battery I've got. Yeah, I'm doing okay. It's actually working out well being on a tablet today, so you never know. It may have happened for a reason, this, because I'm noticing when I'm on my phone, the chat keeps freezing, and that hasn't happened, touch wood, let me speak too soon, no. And everything's running better, so we'll see. Okay, so this may have happened for a reason, okay? Nikki Engineer, thank you for the donation, honey. Let me see if I can find your question. Nikki Engineer, where is your question? If I can't find a question, then obviously I just take it as an energy donation, because I do say try and put your question in with the donation. I can't see your question. Nikki, are you in the chat right now? Nikki Engineer, can you, if you've got a question, can you put it in the chat for me, please, honey? Because I can't see a question. Don't know if you're here right now. Yeah, what's your question, honey, please, if you don't mind? If you can put your question in for me. If you just type it for me right now, because I can see you in real time. So what's your question for Nikki? And then I'll move to Q33 or Queen Loops after. So I'll do Nikki's question first and then do QU33N or Queen. And I can see your question. I'm sure I've just seen it. Yeah, I found your question. So I'm just waiting for Nikki's question to come in. So Nikki, what's your question? So just, it's above, how it's above. I can't see it, okay? I can't see Nikki's question. I can't, no, that's what I mean. I can't see it, no. So if you can please put it in the chat for me right now, that's just, please type it out again or copy and paste it up. I can't see it, okay? So if you can put it in for me right now, I can answer it. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I know Yashi, but I can't see it, and it's not showing up for me. Okay, I can see Queen Lop's question, but I can't see Nikki's. Yashi typed it for you. I can't, just please understand what I'm saying, okay? I can't see it. Unless this is what, how long till, is this it here? How long till old bonges get off, all obstacles removed and move on with beautiful future? Okay, is that the question then? Is that Nikki's question? How long till old bonges get off, all obstacles removed and move on with beautiful future? Okay, right. Well, first of all, you can choose to move on from the past today. Okay, it's not about how long is it going to take. You can choose, if you feel this bond, like you feel you're in chains in some way, okay, then you have the power right now to remove those chains. Or if you feel you haven't got that power, call on Jesus and he will help you remove any chain. So it's about seeing things in a whole new way. It's about recognizing that our perception of our reality is what's creating our reality. So if you think, right, I'm not going to let anything affect me from this point on, I'm going to rise above all the challenges and I'm going to take control of my life, then that's absolutely what will happen. So I feel that you can make that choice right now in this moment. And it's the perfect time to do it because we've moved into Aries season. And Aries season is a fire energy. It's about action. Rams move things ahead. They blast things out of the way. So you have the power right now to change your life. You can call on Archangel Nathaniel to blast anything out of the way for you, to move things forward in a higher way. So you've got the wheel. So this is fate and destiny. The message is everything is happening the way it's meant to for soul growth and learning. So whatever's happened in your life has happened for a reason. So you can't change it, but you can accept it and move beyond it and have faith in divine timing in your life. So if you have faith that, a small amount of faith, it moves mountains for you. So what I'm feeling is it's like it's only your perception of what's going on that's causing you an issue right now, because you can have a beautiful future now. Okay, so the message is you are loyal to those that you love. They're giving me fear, and maybe that's brought fear up. Maybe you feel like you've been hurt because you're loyal, or you've been kind and generous, and maybe you feel you've been worked on, but you've been worked on, even though you may feel you've been walked on, but you're ready to commit and prove your loyalty the way that you do. So this is saying to you, this is the person you are. I feel that you want commitment and loyalty in your future, and you may have felt like that's been, like it's been tainted in some way. It's like you've given or you've been loyal and committed, and you may feel like someone hasn't, or other people have messed you around in some way, or you didn't receive what you were giving out. And I feel you've just got to change the way you're looking at things right now, and that's going to move everything forward for you. So I know it's a bit of a strange message to come through, but the message the angels are giving me to give to you is change your perception and your whole life will turn around. Okay, and this is all available to you in this moment right now. So for example, if you move forward and continue to think you're in chains and there's problems and struggles, and that's exactly what you're going to experience. If you say, right, I'm moving beyond that right now, and I'm going to feel free and capable and ready for whatever's coming, because I know I'm learning and growing at the same time and have faith in God's plan for me, then everything will lift and any burdens will go. And if you pray about it, it will heal. That's the message. I hope that helps, okay? So we got Queen, thank you for the donation. Queen says, I need peace to find me. Any answers or messages regarding my brother's passing? So I'm so sorry you've been through that, okay? First of all, understand that your brother is right by your side, okay? We never lose anyone because they live on inside us and through us. So remember, you're the legacy that's been left behind. So you can remember your brother in places you used to go or in things you used to do, and he will come to you and show you signs, whether the signs through robins or feathers or other signs, or coming to you in a dream. And again, it's about finding peace in this moment, breathing, okay? So I'm so sorry you've been through that. We all go through loss. We all go through grief. So what I want to do is bring a message in from me to you from the other side, okay? Because there's only blocks in communication if you perceive it that way. Death is a transition. It's never over. He's saying my mind is free. So whatever's going on or whatever went on, he now feels like his mind is free. So it feels like he was going through something that was keeping his mind in turmoil. So his mind will have been in turmoil in some way, whether it was emotional turmoil or it was because of some physical thing. Okay, and this can also be connected with, horrendous stress and anxiety. So he's saying to you, my mind is free. So I'm going to read you from the book because James Van Praagh has channeled this beautifully, okay? So he's saying, how much I worried when I was in my physical existence. It seemed as if I spent most of my days and nights anxious about the future, family, money, and the earth. This may have caused a block. This may have been things he struggled to communicate or speak out, okay? Says, now I realise that most of what I worried about was never reality. And that's because the mind creates a prison, remember? The mind creates fear and illusion. And those things that did materialise, I brought about myself because fear attracts negativity. So remember, thoughts become things. If I could only go back into my body for 5 minutes, I'd apply this new knowledge to show you how a worry-free mind creates and attracts a worry-free life. This knowledge has completely released me from the bondage of earthly concerns. This is my greatest lesson and one that I hope to impart to you. Give all your worries to heaven and never hang on to them. Be free of worry and you've found the greatest riches of them all. I think we could all learn from that message today. When you're free of worry, everything moves forward in your life. So what else does he want to say to you? What else does he want to say? So he's saying to you, be there for each other. Okay, so you've still got people in your life right now that you can be there for and that they can be there for you. So it's like he's saying your life is not over, it's just beginning. And remember that, life goes on. And if, our loved ones in heaven don't want us sitting around being upset and afraid and, in grief. Obviously, we have to go through a grief process, but he's saying don't wallow in it for long because life is meant to be lived and appreciated. And I want to bring you a message from Jesus, okay? It doesn't matter whether you connect with him or not, I want to bring you a message in from Jesus. So Jesus is saying to you today, he's saying, fear not, okay? Fear not, little flock, for it's your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. So what he's saying is, you're part of my flock. I'm not going to leave you alone. You're never on your own. Fear not. And you may be in fear right now. You may be stressed out. You may be anxious. You may be worried about what the future holds. It may not make sense. But your Father is really God, and he wants to give you everything that you deserve. And he's saying, yeah, this is really what your brother's just said, okay? Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. In other words, don't worry about tomorrow because it will take care of itself. Okay, be in the present moment. Be in the present moment and allow everything to unfold naturally. So the more in the present you are, the more your future will take care of itself. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Christine, thank you for the donation. Can I have a reading from my guides as to my brother and my dad and withholding my mum's trust money to me, greed, not helping me with the business? Well, remember, let go. You're saying greed there, but also if you're wanting something to manifest and you're feeling angry about it or frustrated in any way, that's also a form of greed. So it's about letting this go to heaven, giving it to God and saying, everything will come to me at the right time. What's meant for me can't pass me by. Everything will work out for the highest good of all. And then you let go of the fear or the worry or the need to control anything or the judgment around it, why these certain things are happening. So I feel you need to release and let go. Because you're saying, my brother and my dad are withholding this money, or that's how it feels. But again, Rob's going through the same thing here, really. Guided by Fire is going through a very similar thing. And it's all about surrender and releasing and letting go. And understanding that you can't control certain things. You've got to give it to God and just be at peace with the moment and just get on with things. So I want to bring you a message in from Archangel Michael about this. Okay, what do you need? Because you'll have the support you need in other ways, okay? So you've got Dawn. So what Michael's saying is every day God gives you a chance, a new day, a fresh start, the opportunity to begin again. So don't waste this day. Treat it like it could be your last. So the message coming through is, think about it if this is your last day on earth. You wouldn't really care about what's going on with all of this. You'd be more bothered about going out in nature or, telling the people you love that you care about them, that kind of thing. So I feel that really what Archangel Michael is saying is, it's like it's a petty disagreement in the grand scheme of things. And I know it won't seem petty with what's going on, but the point I'm trying to get across is it's a minute thing compared with how amazing life is and how important everything is. So when we get dragged into struggle and chaos and, we forget what matters. And what matters is loving everyone the way that we're guided to love everyone, the way Jesus loved everyone. So there's a new day. So every day is an opportunity to begin again. So you can just choose right now to forgive everything. and rise. And it doesn't mean you talk to those people. It doesn't mean you let anyone get away with anything. It just means you release all the struggle and all the pain and all the anxiety. And you say, I'm at peace, because life's too short. So that's the message you need to hear. Okay, so let's bring in a message from Archangel Ariel. Feel it. What she's saying is to accumulate wealth in the way you want to right now. Focus on the feeling of having it. Focus on the feeling of having money, or focus on the feeling of it all working out, or being helped with the business, or the money flowing in, or whatever it is. Imagine buying things you want and enjoy the joy, ease and delight you feel when you pay for that. The more wealthy you feel, the more money, opportunities and success you'll attract in. And then you'll have more than enough to acquire your dreams. So I feel you're actually creating blocks right now by holding on to this stress around this whole situation. I hope that helps. Okay, so in other words, you've got to let go. Stephanie, thank you for the donation. Can I get an angel message regarding why my dad and I struggle to have a relationship? Because he will be a blood test to you. He will be a soul teacher to you. So he'll trigger you for a reason. Okay, so you'll trigger him, he'll trigger you, because you learn and grow from each other. Okay, he doesn't talk to me anymore and it hurts my heart. So, and I feel he's shut down because of certain things. I feel he feels like a failure. He feels like he's hurt you, he's upset you, he feels like a failure as a dad, okay? That's what is really going on with him. So try and look beyond the hurt and beyond the pain. And you've got the 5 of Wands, so it's an inner conflict. So you're both going through inner conflict. It's outer conflict with each other, and that's what the 5 of Wands is. But it's also inner conflict. It's like he's going through his inner battles, you're going through your inner battles. So the message is to rise above the drama and focus on peace. Try not to involve yourself in gossip or negative thinking. So this could even be about you offering the olive branch here and saying, you know, I love you. I just want a relationship with you. I want to sort things out. And if he isn't ready, then don't take it personally. He's going through an inner conflict about being a good father, about being enough and all of that. So remember, it's absolutely nothing to do with you and everything to do with himself. And you're saying it hurts my heart. So connect with him in a higher way. Maybe write him a letter. Don't send it to him or give it to him. Write him a letter and get off your chest with a pen and a piece of paper, not in a device. Write down, dear dad, write down all the pain, all the things that have really hurt you, that have made you cry, made you angry. And it may make you cry and make you angry when you're writing it out. And then turn it around and say, but I'm so grateful that you've shown me to give back to myself through self-love and self-care. I'm so grateful you're helping me to realise that what you do does not impact me if I allow myself to see it in a different way. I'm willing to let go the part of me that angers me when I think of you, all of that. And it creates a healing. But this is for therapy purposes, it's not to give to him. It's for you to work through your emotions in your own way. That's the message I've got coming through. But it's all connected with an inner conflict that he's going through. And it creates outer conflict between the two of you. It's like you both clash. I feel you're both similar in many ways as well. And you clash. But he is a blood test to you. And, you know, it's also understanding that as much as we love our family, sometimes we have to have times apart to be able to heal. And it doesn't mean there's anything wrong. You know, I'm pretty sure that if your dad needed you in this moment, you'd be there, and vice versa. So again, it's like Archangel Michael just come through and said, it's about the dawn of the day. You know, every day God gives you a chance, a new day, a fresh start to begin again. Don't waste the day. Treat it like it could be your last. So imagine if this was your last day on earth. I'm sure you wouldn't, you know, be sitting around thinking, you want to take action. If it was your last day on earth, you'd probably actually reach out and say, I love you, no matter what he said or didn't say back. I hope that helps, okay? Petite Pets, thank you for joining the Angel family, honey. And Tracy as well, thank you for joining as members. You've got access now to extra videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. I've shared a video today about it being destined between you and your person as well. And you also get access to the community post, which is like my own social media. That's where I share all of my stuff, because I haven't got Facebook or TikTok or Twitter or anything like that. So my community post for members is really like my own personal social media. And you get to see the carrot adventures as well, because these little carrots live all over the world. and our family members own them and love them and have them. So, we've got carrots living all over the world, and, the carrot mummies and daddies will email me and share pictures about the carrot adventures as well. So welcome. Thank you for joining. And if anyone does want to become a member today, just hit the join button. You get a lovely little loyalty badge by your name. You get lots of extra content as well. And I did do a members live yesterday as well that you may want to check out. I talked a bit about my own journey as well, my own struggles right now that may help as well. Monique, thank you for the donation. Monique, let's find your question. There we go. So Monique says, I'm in no contact with a long-term partner, 5 weeks struggling to move forward, trying to trust. Can you read how he's feeling? Will he return? So I feel deep down he's going to return. He is preparing to do that right now. He feels like a fool. So he actually is feeling very foolish about the way things have happened between you and the things that he's done. So he said, I am ready for a change. I want to take a leap of faith. I want to move towards you. So I feel he wants to make it right with you. He does. So breathe through the anxiety. When you go into that anxiety, that fear, breathe. So let's see what the message is for you. Yeah, this is, you're dealing with your own fear right now, your own ego. It's like the devil that sits on your shoulder. So what you're learning through this is no personal situation has power over you because you control your thoughts. And that's really what you've been learning over the last 5 weeks or so. So where is this going, or what do you need to know? Yeah, you've got definite opportunity to rekindle this, to come back together, to move into a relationship between now and June. So I definitely feel between now and June, this relationship is getting back on track here, because I feel there's going to be an apology. He wants to move forward with you. He wants to take that leap of faith. But what you'll recognize, remember, is that no one has power over you unless you allow them to. So you're recognizing how powerful you are through this whole situation. But he does feel like a fool. Yeah, he's going to apologize. You will sort it out, definitely, between now and June. So just be at peace with things. Allow him to come to you, because he's going to apologise for being a fool. I hope that helps, okay? Mayra, thank you for the donation. Let me do Tracy, actually, because Tracy joined as a family member as well. I've just seen if Petite Peds has put a question in as well. I can't see. So I'm going to do a message for Tracy Valentino, who joined as a member. Says, good day, Liz. Any info on my financial and living situation? Still missing my husband deeply. I'm finding it hard to move on. So take each day as it comes, okay? So what's the message you need to know? Yeah, you're finding balance right now. So, it does take time for that balance to come in. If you call on Archangel Honiel will help you to find peace with where you are, because you're learning. It's a spiritual journey. It's a spiritual journey. Things are just slightly out of reach. So it feels like everything is moving into place for you. It's just not quite there yet. It's slightly out of reach. So you've got to be patient with your journey right now and manifest. Think about what you wanted. Talk to your angels. Update your vision board. This is an amazing time for you to give back to you and to focus on what you desire right now, because those things will manifest. And I feel you just also need to take a step back and see things in a higher way, because you may be a bit too close to comfort. So when you take that step back, you see things differently. So the message is, you're going through a big spiritual awakening right now. You're being asked to have faith and trust. And then when you're feeling more balanced, then you can actually address what you're feeling about your circumstances and your situation. Thinking, is there an opportunity for you and your partner to get back together, or whatever it is? So I feel right now you just need this time for you, especially between now and July. But everything's on track for you. Everything is just slightly out of reach because you're learning to release and surrender. But the angels are with you and you are safe. That's what you need to know. Let me bring you a financial message in as well. What else do you need to know? Yeah, vision board. So the angels want you to update your vision board to reflect your current desires, because that will help you to set your intentions. Another great way of doing it as well, which you can do quickly, is put yourself into a high vibration. Get a piece of paper, like a big A4 piece of paper, and a pen like this, and just sit there and visualize what you want. Sit there and visualize, and then put your pen onto the piece of paper and just allow yourself to draw a symbol. You may draw a number of symbols, and that's what you can put on your vision board, because that works with your subconscious mind. Okay, so instead of thinking, right, I've got to cut pictures out or write down what I want, if you visualize everything you want and then you allow your mind to create the symbol, put that on your vision board. Honestly, it really works. That's what I do with mine. Because then your mind as well isn't, like you might see, oh, I'm in a wonderful, loving relationship, and your mind plays tricks on you saying, no, you're not. But if you're seeing a symbol, it's talking to your higher self. Really does work, okay? I got that from Law of Attraction Solutions, Robert Zink, and it really does work, okay? Who I can fully recommend, by the way, if you're into manifestation, go and check him out. We've got Mayra, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, message guidance about my connection with Travis. So what's going on with Travis? He's ready to begin again. So he does want that relationship with you, but there is a delay because he needs time to understand things in a fresh way, to let go and heal the way you viewed things before. So I feel you're on track to union. That's the message you need to know about your connection. What about guidance for you? Because I know it's easier, it's not as easy as just saying, oh, you're on track to union. That's what's manifesting for you. So the angels want you to focus on being confident, feeling good every day, raising your vibration, feeling successful, doing things that make you feel that way, because that's opening the door. So between now and June, things are on track, but you must feel confident in yourself. And I feel the peacock spirit is around you as well, helping you to gain that confidence, to feel strong. And you've got the devil, so don't be afraid. Remember, the devil is the ego. So don't be afraid. Don't allow fear or ego to cloud your judgment or be in control. Fear is illusion. Overcome the ego by understanding it can only control you in the past or the future. It has no power over you in the here or the now. So work on finding your center to restore inner peace. I hope that helps, okay? Min, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz. 2 years ago, I was learning at a workshop and teacher was having a hard time with me, so I left for him. He wanted to be admitted about his ability. Is it good for me to learn that workshop now? If you're feeling guided to do it now, then trust our intuitive feeling, okay? So what's the message about this? Is it good for you to do this now? What's the message? See, you've got the 10 of coins. It's going to bring in financial abundance as well. It's going to lead to success. So when I'm actually seeing this as when it fell out, I saw it as a sword. So you've got to make that decision to know that it will be the right thing for you, because I feel it will. I mean, you couldn't get a better card coming out really than 10 of coins, because this will ultimately lead to success. It will lead to stability, financial success, feeling or whatever it is you're wanting to get from this workshop. I feel that it will come in. So I feel the answer to your question is yes, it is a good time for you to do this, but you've got to make that decision and not let fears of the past or anything else or anyone else hold you back from doing anything that you want to do. The message is, yeah, it's up to you. So it really is up to you. You've got to make that decision right now. Patience is power. And it feels like you've learned patience as well by having that break, or it's like you've become more patient because of the whole situation you've been through. And this may also teach you more patience too. And there's always a reason. So remember, everything happens at the right time. So if it wasn't meant to happen then, there was a reason for that. Now it's the right time. So definitely feel, yeah, it's the right time between now and October especially. I hope that helps, okay? So Connie, thank you for the donation. What is Harshit feeling for me today? Any messages from him? So what is Harshit feeling for you today? He's saying, I'm dealing with my ego. So he may be in his own struggles today, okay? So what's he struggling with today? What's he going through? Yeah, what was I thinking? He's going over thoughts in his mind. What was I thinking? Why did I do that when I love you so much? So how he's feeling about you is he loves you. I love you so much. That's his message for you today. However, he's an ego dealing with what he's done before. What was I thinking? Why did I do that? Why did I act that way? Why did these things happen when I love you so much? But ultimately, he loves you so much, okay? So let's get some guidance for you. What's the guidance coming through for you? Yeah, if you're confused and you don't know what's next, it may be because you're connecting with the ego that he's experiencing. So breathe and know that wherever you go, wherever you do, whatever happens next, you are supported and protected by heaven. I hope that helps, okay? And Patricia, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz. May I have a message from Jesus, of course. So what's the message coming through for you today from Jesus? The message coming through is, I will not leave you comfortless, I will come to you. So what Jesus is saying is, whenever you need me, I'll be right there. Whenever you need me, I'm going to be there for you, because I'm not going to leave you comfortless. So we go through things and we feel we're on our own, but we're never alone. So he's already by your side. As soon as you think of him, he is there with you. And you're saying, what does A want me to know? Okay, what does A want me to know? What does A want you to know? So A is saying to you, please don't give up on me or our love. Please don't give up, okay? And you seem to have everything together, and sometimes that scares me because I don't. So your person sees you as someone very strong, very independent, very reliable, inspiring. So keep being that person. Because it's also intimidating them, thinking I've got to change. I need to level up with you. I need to man up. I need to sort myself out. So he's worried that you're going to move on or not allowing the time to do that. And obviously you will. And that's why he's saying, please don't give up on our love, because I want to have everything together like you do. It scares me because I don't right now. So there's a lot of changes he's going through to be able to become the person that he's truly come here to be. The person aligned with you. So understand right now that delays are necessary for divine timing, whether they are delays in the journey or delays in communication or anything else. I hope that helps, okay? Oh, Queen Loops, thank you for the donation, honey. Thank you so much for that. I'm not sure if you've asked another question or if I did answer your question. Liza, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, something from my DM and the angels, please. So what's the message coming through from your DM for Liza? 8 of Swords, I'm trapped in a situation of my own making. I'm trying to find a way out. So he's trapped in something, whether it's a karmic cycle or his own fear or his own head or whatever it is. And he's saying, but I'm becoming more confident because of the connection. So I feel over the next 8 weeks, he's going to free himself of whatever it is that's holding him back, becoming more confident. So between now and June, things are shifting forward here. So what's the guidance for you? Yeah, the guidance for you is release judgment, okay? It doesn't matter what people think. What matters is what you think. But this is also about not judging his journey, not judging why he's doing things or why it's taking time, or just to be at peace with what's happening right now. So affirm, I no longer care what people think. It's what I think that matters. You've got the lovers. No matter what the separation, it's illusion. Okay, your love has the power to open doors and conquer worlds. See past the pain, focus on the growth. You're learning to surrender. You're learning to release control. That's the message from the angels. I hope that helps, okay? Moving the chat up, guys. We've got City Cat. Thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz. I'm happy to make the live, and I hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. Thank you, honey. Glad to have you here. Message, please, from my DM. How is he feeling about me currently? So how is he feeling about you currently? He's releasing baggage. So he feels like there's a lot of baggage he's carrying around. He's feeling a bit stressed. And he needs to release that baggage right now. Okay, so that's what he's working on. And that baggage could be karmic baggage. It could be fear, stress, anxiety. And you're learning that this situation and him, they don't have power over you unless you allow it to be so. So you're learning how to control your thoughts like we all are. To surrender, to give it to God, to move into the energy of acceptance. What else? What's he feeling baggage about? Yeah, it's driving him crazy, whatever it is. And this can also be not being with you, which is also driving him crazy. Thoughts of you and not being able to act on them. Yeah, because he's saying you're gorgeous to me. And he's going through a soul activation. So he may be seeing 1111. You could be seeing that number 2. So he's driving him crazy that he can't be with you when you're so gorgeous to him. Otherwise, he needs to release baggage or anything that's weighing him down. I do feel you're going to reconnect again because it just buffered for you, but it didn't for me. It just reconnected. So the message for you right now is you're reflecting on and healing the past, okay, through meditation and self-care, knowing that you are a warrior of this love and you'll prevail. So you're finding your strength right now to be able to move forward in your own way. So allow him to let go of his baggage. You've got, there's positive changes coming in with the Knight of Wands. And this is the energy where we are now moving into Aries season. To between now and June, bless the past because the best is yet to come. I hope that helps, okay? I'm going to do a message for Guided by my peeps there. The beautiful Melissa says, any messages from V-Dude this morning, Liz? Thank you, Angel. So what's going on with V-Dude? What's going on? He's saying everything has fallen into place. So whatever's going on or not going on, it's all happening the way it's meant to for higher growth, divine timing is at work here. So everything is falling into place. So what's the message for you? And that's what he wants you to know. Yeah, between now and April, the end of April, something is going on. So be grateful for all the opportunities and blessings flowing into your life now. That's what the angels want you to connect with, okay? Because between now and the end of April, something is shifting and happening. What's he regretting or going through? He's saying, yeah, I wonder if you're okay, curious. So he is just a spy dude. He's still watching you. He's curious about you, wondering if you're okay. That's when he watches you. Okay, that's when he's connecting with you. And what else do we need to know? Yeah, I love it when you say my name. And, you know, they really do. You know, if you say his name a lot when you're talking to him, or, you know, he loves that. And you may really love saying his name. You know, they give me a block there. You know, like when I talk to my twin, I love saying his name. I love the sound of his name in my voice. You know, it's a very sensual thing. And I feel that he feels that too. I hope that helps, okay? So Connie, thank you for the donation. For Paranchi, what will be the effect of Saturn's transit in love life? So what's going on for Paranchi? We've got 6 of Wands. Be proud of what you're achieving. Okay, so this is about soul growth recognition. So this Saturn transit in love is helping P to be able to be proud of what they're achieving. So be proud of everything you've been going through. Everything you've gone through, it's helped you to become the person you are today. And he says promotion and recognition is possible at this time. So moving into a new state of being, getting ready for the next chapter, the next level, preparing for what's next, and being proud of everything you've been through that's got you here and made you who you are. So it really is about self-acceptance and accepting everything that's gone and everything that's happened. So it's about being ready for what's coming. So I feel a new chapter. This is the card, yeah, results. This is the card, okay, just everything come out for that card to come out. The results are coming in. Okay, especially as you move towards October. So it's bringing in results. And I don't necessarily feel it's connected with that itself. It's just the energy right now, everything that's happened. You know, the whole thing about what P has been going through, you know, it's not necessarily about this Saturn transit. It's about everything that P has been going through and learning and growing from has been creating the way for things to shift forward. That's what I'm connecting with. I hope that helps, okay? Kat, Lisa, thank you for the donation. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here as well, honey. It means the world. Please, I would love to know if my DM is releasing his karmic now or is it taking more time? I'm not judging, just want a bit of a timeline. So let's see what his karmic struggle is, okay? So what's his karmic struggle right now? So the karmic struggle is that the romance is dead. So there's no romance between them, okay? So if you're worrying about that or thinking about that, don't worry because there isn't, okay? But he needs to be out financially. So there could be a financial tie that's causing a delay. Okay, so it's like he wants out because the romance is dead, but there's something financially keeping him there or that he's still dealing with. They don't click. There's no romance, they don't click. It's a financial obligation either he's dealing with. He's not sleeping properly because of it. So he said, I'm tired and I'm not sleeping properly. And I feel that's because he wants out, but there's financial issues he's dealing with. And this person is always having a go at him about something. So there could be arguments going on, a lot of stress there. And there's no spark between them. But he is grateful for the time that they've shared. You know, he's saying, thank you for helping me to become who I am today. I'll never forget your role in my spiritual development. So he feels like your person is well aware that this is over. He's well aware of it. However, there's something financial that's causing a delay. So that's what needs to be sorted out, okay? So it's nothing to do with love or romance or any of that. It's to do with the financial obligation. So when's this going to be dealt with or sorted out? Yeah, there's a decision is coming. So this could happen around September. Okay, a decision is coming. He's going to make the decision to cut ties, to sort this out, to deal with it, to speak the truth. Between now and September. That's a kind of timeline. Timelines are guidelines anyway. You just got to let him deal with this because it's a financial tie that's keeping him stuck. That's what you need to know, okay? I just want to go to Queens. I'm sorry to bug. I just need an answer to my brother's passing as an accidental. There's no accidents. Everything happens for a reason. It was part of the plan, okay? An ex's involvement. I know my brother's happy and at peace, but this is my biggest holdback. You've got to forgive everything and rise because there's understand whatever the circumstances, nothing could have changed it. Okay, it was meant to be in that moment. So, you know, we'll go through things in our lives where there can be moments where we choose to stay or go. I know I've gone through about 3 in my time. And you may have, that we either stay and fight on or we choose to go for whatever reason. So there are, we do have free will in that way. However, everything is up to God. So it's like you're being shown, and his mind was all, is in turmoil. So his mind is free now. So try and forgive everything and rise. And I know it's hard. Every single person who loses someone, no matter what the circumstances, will go through this. It's like a bargaining or trying to work it out. When my mum died, for example, the doctor injected her with something. And, for days after, I kept thinking, was it that injection? If she hadn't tried that injection. Or if only I'd done this differently, or if only this had gone in. And you can't help it, you go over everything. But ultimately know that when it's your time, it's your time. And God will, God's in charge of that. So yes, we can have, free will as to choosing the time, if that makes sense, the passing time. But it's about knowing that God is in charge. God is in charge of the when. So I hope that puts your mind at rest, because there is no accidents. Obviously there is accidents, but what I mean is there's no coincidence. Everything happens the way it's meant to. Everything happens the way it's meant to. So I want to bring an answer from above in about that. And I understand how stressful it is, okay? So yeah, it will happen at the right time. That's the message coming through from the higher power there, from God. It will happen at the right time. So what you're being guided to know is it happens at the right time. And you can do this. In other words, you are strong enough now to forgive everything and rise, to get through this and to carry on. And the card on the floor is trust what you feel. So obviously you have to trust what you feel about this, but it doesn't change anything. So for example, you might think, well, I know this person had a role in it, but it didn't change anything. Okay, so you have to trust what you feel, but also know that you can get over this and get through this, because it did happen at the right time. So I hope that helps, okay? So I'm sending you so much love. And remember, you're not alone. And call on Archangel Azrael right now, because he is the angel of comfort who will help you through it. Okay, that's what you need to know. We've got Micah, thank you for the donation. How is Pete today? I'm missing message, thoughts, feelings, please. So what's going on with Pete today? So he's saying, I am finally taking control of my life and making things happen. Now I feel he's moved into this equinox, feeling differently, feeling stronger, feeling more capable, but he just needs a bit more time. So he needs time to become this person. So he's saying, I need time to understand things from a fresh perspective, to let go and heal the way I viewed things before. So however he's been viewing things, he knows he has to change that view of things. And he's saying great things are being created in our lives. So between now and the end of April, there it is again, timeline between now and the end of April, he's becoming more in control of his thoughts and making things happen. So even though things may feel a bit delayed between you right now, they actually aren't. It's just about things being aligned for divine timing. So remember who you are. Focus on your creativity, your passions, your goals. And he sees you that way. He sees you as very creative and passionate and someone who goes for what they want. So he does love you in that way, for the person you are. So keep being this person, and that's opening all the doors. What else do you need to know? Yeah, he's having very vivid dreams about you. So you are connecting in dreams. You're watched over and guided. So you're being reminded about the divine timing, the rainbows, that everything happens for a reason. And he's taking back his power to become that leader. So again, that's the magician energy there. So he's got to take back his power to move this forward, to come to you, because that's part of his journey. That's part of his mission and purpose. And he may be having dreams about you right now where he is doing that. I hope that helps, okay? Donna Harvey, thank you for donating for Rob there, honey. Let's see if Rob has asked a question. Rob. Where's Rob's question? Rob, have you got a specific question or just want me to pull some cards for you, honey? So Rob, what's your question? If you can just pop it in the chat. If you got anything specific you want me to answer. Or, if... or you just want me to do intuitive. So just intuitive then, or have you got a specific question? Or just want me to pull you some cards? And Rob says, I know how you feel. I lost my father 5 years ago. Yeah, I lost my dad in 2000. I lost my mum in 2021. So what does Avery need me to know for the weekend? Okay. What does Avery want you to know for the weekend? And thank you for being here as well. And thank you to everyone who's here, by the way. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for this live today. I'm really excited to be here as well. So Avery is saying, I don't like being back and forth. I need to make a decision. So, the Seven of Swords. Obviously, people see the Seven of Swords in a negative way. I never see it in a negative way. I just see it as they're in turmoil over something. Because remember, everything comes through love or fear. So it's not like a nasty card, the Seven of Swords. People see it that way. Oh, it's a card of betrayal and this and that. It's just about fear. He's saying, I don't like being back and forth. It brings up fear for us both. I need to make a decision. I've got to come forward now. I'm just afraid of losing things I've worked for in my life, but I won't let you go. And what is he going to lose, really? Okay, he's lost everything. He's come out the other side of that. So this is more about his own emotions, losing his mind in a way. And, you're also afraid of losing things in your life. This is about what you've been going through as well. Things that you've been releasing and moving away from. You've moved on from a lot of negative thoughts in your own mind as well. The way you viewed things, the way you view things now are a lot differently than how you viewed things perhaps 4 or 5 years ago. So, you're going through a lot of changes. That's what I mean. What's he going to lose? Exactly. So it's just all in the mind. It's the mind. It's like losing the mind. And I feel this also about sense of identity and things like that. So a message is coming. So he's got to make a decision. A message is coming. You know it is. You feel it. You know it. So what's the guidance for you? So the guidance for you is, yeah, you're ready. You're saying, I'm ready to start the next chapter in my life. I want this right now. I want this new chapter. But you are being prepared for it through everything else you're going through as well at the same time. So there is big shifts here. I feel I've got a timeline coming through. I know we keep getting timelines and timelines can change and shift and all that. But I'm getting July to April here. There's a big door open for him to actually make this move. So between now and July, it's like he's getting the strength to be able to make this decision to move forward, to stop being back and forth the way he is. I know you've asked about the weekend, but that's what I feel he wants you to know. So what's the message coming through for you for the weekend? Strength. Strength comes from within you and above you. You're strong enough to handle and deal with what's going on. So call on Archangel Michael for additional physical and emotional strength. So Archangel Michael may be giving both of you strength right now to overcome things over the weekend or even moving forward or, what comes next. So strength is power. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Mariposa, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz, message from Caesar. How is he feeling towards me? Would he reach out anytime this year, feelings towards me? So, this year it goes by quick, but this whole year, just affirm everything is working out for me. Instead of thinking, would he reach out? Say, I know he's going to reach out to me. He's already reached out to me. Start being more in the present moment with your manifestations, okay? Because that's good, saying, will he reach out this year is kind of putting it into the future. So he's saying to you, you are my true love, the one I'm dreaming about. So he's already dreaming about you. You may be dreaming about him. It's true love. And just because it's true love doesn't necessarily mean it's easy to get into union or it's easy or you should be together in this moment. It means it's all about growth and learning. This is twin flame love here. Soul level love. So he's saying, you are my true love and I'm dreaming about you. And in that dream, he's creating stability for the future. So right now in his life, whatever he's going through, whatever he's dealing with, he is creating stability for his future, whether he's working on his job, his finances, his own self, his emotions, whatever it is, to bring stability in emotionally and physically. And I feel he may be having a dream about that too. So let's connect with these dreams. It's like he's saying, you're my dream lover. So we've got, can we make our dreams a reality? I am ready for that now. So he's getting ready to make these dreams a reality. So I do feel there is an opportunity for him to reach out, because why wouldn't he? Okay, why wouldn't he when you're his dream? It's about you also believing in yourself. So the message for you to know is that your future is being guided. So know that, affirm it. I know that our future is being guided. I know that things are falling into place, that things are going to happen at the right time. He's just doing the work. So I feel the message is he is going to reach out to you. I just feel right now he's doing the work he needs to do on himself. And I feel this could continue between now and August time. So I don't feel it's like a quick reaching out because of the lessons you're both learning. So between now and August, I feel that you're doing the work you need to do on you. He's doing the work that he needs to do on him. And then there could be the communication coming in. So I'll see if I can get you a timing. Okay, is he going to reach out? So first of all, we've got the next full moon. Let me see what the other cards are though first, okay? We've got tomorrow, we've got rushing in and winter. So really the message here is anything can happen. It could come in tomorrow. It could come in on the next full moon. It could come in, you know, like unexpectedly because he's going to rush in. So in the winter, I feel is about the cold times, the times you've had not together, because I feel like you felt like it's been a cruel journey for you. You know, like a cold journey, a cruel journey. Like the winter feels cold and cruel. So I'm not seeing this as winter when he's going to reach out. I feel this is how it feels to you right now. It feels like winter. It feels cold. Wouldn't matter if the sun was out. It feels like it's cold to you. So really the message here is you've just got to be ready for anything because it could happen anytime. He could literally wake up in the morning and say, right, I'm going to message you today. That's the spontaneous energy. However, he is still learning and he is still doing the work on himself to build this stability. But around the next full moon, something could shift here. So the next full moon, obviously we've just had one. I'm talking about the next one. The next full moon is the 13th of April. So there could be some big changes occurring here between now and the 13th of April. But I do feel this winter period is coming to an end between you and he's going to rush in. So I am feeling like over the next 8 months he's still doing his work, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's not going to reach out to you before then. Okay, you've got March where we are right now at the depth there. So I feel you've just got to be okay with the when and surrender that. And I know that's what you've been working on. You know, the angels are well aware of the work that you do on your journey. Your birthday brings power. Go out in nature to feel your connection with source and recovery from a loss. So you may also be recovering from whatever it is that's been happening. I hope that helps, okay? Next question we're doing is for Patricia Bazari. Thank you for the donation, honey. An equinox for my true love. So what's going on with him or what do you need to know? So you've got magnets, you're being pulled back together, and that's what he wants you to know with this equinox. So, and with the Aries season, you know, you're being pulled back together. It's like a moth to a flame. And self-love opens all the right doors, as you know. You've been working on your own self. He's been working on his self. And your mirrors, you're going through the same things all the time. And it's about reflection, introspection, prayer and meditation. Diving deep into the soul. And what I'm really feeling is this is a lot of what happened during the Pisces season. A lot of deep diving, a lot of introspection, lots of going within. And now with this equinox and with the Aries season, you're being pulled back together. And the right doors are being opened because you've been working on yourself. You've been going through the same things. And, you know, remember I spoke about the grieving process. You know, there has to be a grieving time. And that it's like the transition. So you're going to feel things are shifting now. Like I woke up today feeling 100 times better than I've had for the last few weeks. So again, it's like a freshness coming in. I hope that helps, okay? So Connie, thank you for the donation. I lost my dad this same day last year. I'm so sorry for your loss. I lost both my mum and dad in March. So March is always a crazy one. Any message from him, I miss him a lot. So remember, you know, you're his legacy. He lives on through you. He's not really gone anywhere. He just lives in you in another way. Queen says, good night, everyone. Thank you, Liz, for your words. It means a lot and feels like a huge weight has been lifted. I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you, Jesus. Have an awesome, blessed night. You know we're always here for you anytime. Okay, you're not alone. You've got soul family. We've all been through loss the same. Obviously not exactly the same, losing a brother. But you know we're all here for you and we all know what it feels like, okay? So sleep better tonight. And call on Archangel Honiel to bring peace in for you, and Archangel Azrael as well. I hope that helps, okay? So, Sakonia, what your dad is saying to you is, I have visited you in a dream, and that's how they do connect with us. Okay, they don't just kind of show up like in the films, you know, and jump in front of us because it's scary. You know, I see a ladybug, and it makes me jump. So imagine how I would feel if my mum or dad jumped in front of me, you know. So what they do instead is come in a very calm way. They come through dreams. So what your dad is saying is, I have visited you in a dream. Now, you may be aware of that, or maybe you weren't ready to be aware of it, so you experienced it in a subconscious way. But he has visited you in a dream, and he will again, okay? And he's saying, I love the flowers that you gave me, whether this was on the grave or whether this was after in some way, you know, at the time of passing, or after in some way, or something you put on a grave. But he's saying, I love the flowers you gave me. So he is aware of the way that you've been there for him since his passing, okay? And he's saying to you, be kind and gentle to yourself. That's what he wants for you, to be kind and loving and gentle to you, because that's self-care and self-love, and that's you being kind to your inner child. And obviously you're his child, okay? That's what you need to know. So let me bring in another message from the James Van Praagh deck for you, which is so beautiful. So what does your dad want you to know? What does your dad want you to know? As a soul, I can be in several places at once. So he's saying, I'm right there with you. I can be wherever I need to be. So I feel this is a big message about freedom, you know, and what he's been learning as well in the other realms over the last year or so. So what he's saying is, without the human body, I am free. And I have amazing new abilities. I can travel to any place and almost any dimension with just a thought. It's like living in one of those flying dreams that we discuss. So you may have talked about a flying dream, or maybe you have a dream and you're flying together in that dream, or it's about flying. It could be on a plane or something like that. So I can be with you as often as you need me to be, and it won't hold back my spiritual growth. If you miss my presence, just say the words and I'm there by your side instantly. I feel he's also going to send you unicorns, okay? Although I'm not technically an angel, because I'd still have a human ego to deal with and learn about, I'm like an angel to you. I will do my best to protect you always, and you can count upon me and my continuing love. And it's so important we understand that, you know, when our loved ones in heaven pass over, they don't become angels. You know, angels are created by God for a different purpose. However, they can seem like our angels because they're there when we need them. And that's what you're being reminded. I hope that helps, okay? Brittany, thank you for the donation. Great to see you. Good morning, Liz. I had a dream about Austin this morning. So again, trust in that way the universe is speaking to you. We were in the middle of talking face to face. That's a huge sign of coming together face to face, reconciliation, sorting things out. Then he randomly kissed me, which led to us getting intimate. What does it mean? It means you're being shown that this is going to happen in the future. It's a preview of what's coming. So you've been asked to have faith in the love. Okay, you're being shown that you're coming back together here in this way. So, yeah, he's taking action towards you. So that dream is showing you that he's going to take action towards you. And the Ace of Wands is where we are in March. So this is happening now. So I'm not saying you're going to meet up like tomorrow, but it's happening now. This energy is shifting right now. So that's the dream. That's what the dream is showing you, that, you know, you're coming together in this way. So it's really the way the angels are asking you to have faith. So, yeah, reflect on things. That's what you're doing. Meditate. Give self-care to yourself. They give me fear there as well. And let go of any fear, because you're not going to miss out. They give me fear. Okay, so you may be going through your own fears, because what you're saying is, I know now why it could never work out with anyone else, and that scares me. And it may scare you, because this journey can be scary, because we think, well, are we going to be on our own forever if our twin doesn't step up, or if we don't get together? But that's just ego and fear. You can't miss out on who or what's meant for you, and that's what you're being guided to know. Okay? So he said, I now know, and then I feel this is what he's saying as well. I now know why it could never work out with anyone else. So you're both recognising that you belong together. Fear and stress, mainly with my health, I've been concerned. So, and fear and stress creates health issues. The reason why you're going through health issues is also because of fear and stress. It's hand in hand. So let's bring in a health message for you. Let's bring in a message for you from Archangel Raphael. So first of all, you got no, the answer is no, ask for further guidance. So this no could be about there's nothing physically wrong. It's like stress and fear. Okay, let's see what the other cards are. Yeah, allow it to run its course. It's quite normal. So I feel that the message here for you, obviously, I have to say this, I'm not a doctor, So if you feel you need to see one, obviously do that. But I feel the message here is there's nothing physically that you need to really concern yourself with, because it's quite normal to experience whatever it is you're going through when you're in fear or stress. You just got to allow it to run its course. And your body loves you. And look at this, you will get better. Observe, it's all part of God's plan. I'm still having ear issues. I can't tell if I've been misdiagnosed with an ear infection or permanent hearing loss. And your ears are about what you're not liking, what you're hearing, okay? So really the answer is no. So what you're saying is, I can't tell if I've been misdiagnosed with an ear infection or permanent hearing loss. Feels like the angel's saying no. It will run its course. It's normal. Now, obviously, it's not normal to have an ear infection. What I mean is, it's normal because of what you've been experiencing or what you're going through. It's part of the ascension journey. It's part of the way that these things come in sometimes. So, and at the time when you're going through it, it's the scariest thing in the world, but you have to allow it to run its course. So I feel this is a big message. It's going to get better. Okay? It's going to get better. So instead of worrying, pray. Your body loves you. Look at this. You will get better. It will improve. So call on Archangel Raphael. Call on Jesus to bring that healing in. I hope that helps, okay? Brittany says as well, thank you for using your milestone as well, honey. I meant to add that I'm still having issues with my ear. There it is, okay? I don't know if I have a misdiagnosed ear infection or permanent hearing loss. I'm scared. So you must release that fear. Let's see. Let's bring in some extra messages to answer that question directly then. So what do you need to know? What do you need to know? So Raphael is saying miracles are possible, yes. Okay, so in other words, yes, you're going to be okay. There's a miracle here. Miracles are possible. Treatment, laughter. You have more fun, laughter. Bring laughter in. Because when your ears hear you laughing, it's going to bring a healing in. I know it sounds weird, but your ears are always listening. Okay? So if you're hearing stress and anxiety and fear-based thoughts or emotion, that's affecting you. If you're in laughter and joy, it's going to have a positive effect. So focus on laughter, doing things that uplift your vibration, because that will also bring a miracle in. And I know how scary it is when you go through physical things. It's awful. And we have to trust, okay? So let me bring in Ascension card. So what's this ear going through? It's issues around communication. So even though you've got the throat here, your nose and throat are all connected anyway, but I feel it's to do with a communication issue. It says the need to express yourself and clear the air. And that will also assist you with this healing. Okay, so it may be that you need to express yourself in some way, clear the air. Now, this could be with your twin. It could be with someone completely different. It may even be that you need to communicate more to yourself. And that will open doors where there were walls. I hope that helps, okay? Cassie, great to see you. Thank you for the donation, honey. I can have a message from Dave, please. So, what's the message from Dave? What's the message from Dave? The Hermit. He's gone within to process. He has to work it out. So he's working something out right now. So he needs a little bit of time, room or space. And the message for you is, you know you have options, but you only want him. And he may also be thinking about that too, worried about you moving on or being with someone else or having options. Well, you know you only want him. So release fear now. Release fear now about anything you're going through. I feel he's releasing fear as well about things he's going through, things he's thinking about. Because he does think, you could have anyone you want, why me? And he's doing a lot of self-healing, working on body and mind. So he may also be working on his body, physical, as well as his mind. So he could be going to the gym, or he could be doing something on his physical appearance there. And what they're showing me this as is like a spider. So I feel this is also universal power and intervention. So I definitely feel he's gone within to heal his body and mind, because he is in fear about certain things and he's got to release that fear. And I feel he does worry about you moving on because he knows you could get anyone you want. But you're saying, well, I have options, yes, but I only want you. Why would I want anybody else? So you know it's worth waiting for. Where did that card go? Oh, where did that card go? Oh, cards come out and disappeared. Where did it go? Got a card that's just this big. So if it's gone, I'm not meant to. Oh, I see it. Okay, it's like rainbow. There you go. Because you may be looking around and he's right there. You've been reminded. So delays are necessary to lead to the desired outcome. Change your perception. So things are going to move forward. And look at that bottom of the deck. Change. Okay, change. Get ready for positive change. So the delay is creating the way. I hope that helps. Okay. Katie says, hi Liz, any message from my DM, anything I need to know? Let's see what he's struggling with the karmic situation today. What's his karmic struggle today? I'm just not attracted to anymore. So he's not attracted to that karmic partner anymore. And he's saying, I need to find my own independence. So he's got to find his way out of this. Okay, he needs to find his own independence. He needs to be free. And he's not attracted to that person, anything about it, or anything to do with the life they have. He's not attracted to that anymore. He needs to change. So he knows what he needs to do. So what's he in regret about or going through? It's all my fault. That's how he feels. He's in this victim mentality right now. He knows he needs to deal with it, okay? He's saying, I am angry at myself. So he's not angry at you, he's angry to himself. So this is another reason why there's a silence or a delay. It's a protection, remember, because he's angry. He's not angry at you, he's angry to himself. He's angry to his situation. And he can't forget you when he's returning to you. So there may well be some communication coming in between April and June here. But right now he's going through it all in his mind. He's feeling angry. He's feeling like it's all his fault. So it's like he's a poor me, poor me, poor me. And he's got to change something about what he's doing. So let's get guidance for you. What do you need to know? For you, we've got, leave the past behind. You know that's what he needs to do. And you've got to leave your past behind as well, or worrying about the past or anything like that. So this is an opportunity for closure and change. I hope that helps, okay? We've got a donation there from Malik. Thank you for the donation, Malik. I don't know if you've got a question at all, or it's just an energy donation. Do let me know in the chat if you want me to answer a question. Daniel says, hello, any update on me and Jennifer? So what's going on with you and Jennifer right now? What's going on with you and Jennifer? So there's a decision coming in, okay? And you're learning what you need for that decision to occur. So there will be a decision in the future that's made. Okay, you're both doing the work right now. So we've got, the storms will pass. So you'll get through whatever it is you're going through by trusting your intuition. So I feel the message here is for you. Trust what you know, trust what you feel, trust what your intuition is telling you, because the storms will pass. You'll get through this current time in your life and things will get easier. I feel by August, September, there's going to be decisions made and it's going to be an easier time. There could be some storms until the end of May. And storms are about chaos, upheaval, tower moments, things that come in that test us, so we find faith and so we are able to connect with intuition, okay? So you're connecting right now through telepathy, so talk through the mind, you're connecting in that way. So I feel between now and the end of May, telepathy, and then from then, there could well be some communication coming in. So the message here is, she's healing deep wounds of abandonment right now, going through towers. My life is falling apart, it's scaring me, but it's necessary change so I can heal these wounds of abandonment. So I feel that, I definitely do feel like August, September is going to be a turning point, but I feel that after May, like June time, something big shifting. I hope that helps, okay? Faria says Nabil's feelings, okay? So what's Nabil's feelings right now? He's saying, I know who you are. Your nurturing power is guiding me home. And what you're saying is, did he change his picture to get my attention? I feel you need to trust what you feel about that. Because he said, I know who you are. That means he's aware of how he feels about you. And he's aware about the impact you've had on his life and the person you are. And he's saying, your power is guiding me home. Is there another guy? He is a client. There's another guy, a client at the bank. I feel he likes me. What's coming with him? So, is anything coming in with this guy abroad or this guy at the bank, okay? I feel like the hermit there, it's like it may not be the right time because there's still deep feelings for Nabil. So remember, the universe knows what you need and when you need it. So I feel like this person has done some deep thinking about you. This person has had thoughts about you, but it's been in the mind. It's like they haven't expressed it. So I feel like this client at the bank is keeping any thoughts or emotions they feel towards you inside, at least for now. And this could well be because it's not the right time to explore that because you've got feelings for Nabil. But I feel like this person does see you as a bit of a guiding light or does see the light in you, but they're keeping those feelings within, at least for now. So I don't see anything moving forward yet with that person. If it's meant to, just allow it to unfold. I hope that helps, okay? Byron says, What do I need to know regarding healing emotionally, and also any message from the angels and my team and Alice? I hope she's all right. How are you today, Liz? I'm good, thank you, honey. So a lot better today because it's the spring equinox. Not even bothered about my phone today. I'm like, what will be, will be. I'll get it back when I get it back. So you know that your life will be successful. So it's like the angels are reminding you that you will have a life with her and it will be successful. So you're being guided to trust in that. Okay, and the way that you deal with your emotions is by being more in the present moment. By being more available to yourself in the here and now, because she needs to release baggage that's weighing her down. So she's carrying around a lot of burdens and stress, and she needs to release that. So we've got the Ace of Wands. Take action towards your dreams and goals. It's a great time to move forward. So the angels want you to know things are moving forward now. This is the Ace of Wands. This is March. Things are already moving forward right now. So have faith in that. Okay, that things are shifting, and have faith in the future that you're going to have. She just needs to release any burdens or baggage. And you're saying you're struggling with that too. So, let that go. So let's bring in something that you can affirm or know to help you to be more at peace, and obviously call on your angels. So affirm, I'm capable of great things and I create my own bliss. So that's what you have to remember right now. You're the creator of your reality, and you're saying it's your loss. So remember, this is the truth. If someone doesn't want to be in your life, it's their loss. It's not your loss. And obviously she does want to be in your life. It's just things are aligning. So the reason I feel this card's come out, because it's about you understanding your own power. Okay, know your own power and affirm, I am capable of great things. I do create my own bliss. I am an amazing person. And if anyone doesn't want to see that, then that's their loss. So try and see things in a much higher way. I hope that helps, okay? I've just... Oh, it's been removed, okay. So thank you for removing that, whoever removed that, okay. Yeah, people come on saying the most daft things. Aquarius, thank you for being here. Good morning, sunshine. Any message for me? So what's the message for Aquarius today? The message coming through for you today is the Page of Swords. So you're being guided to know that delays in communication or anything else that's going on are not forever, okay. You're being protected at this time. So use telepathy to communicate instead. That's what you need to know. So you're being shown that you have that telepathic link, and the delays, whatever they are, whether it's communication or something else, is coming to an end. I hope that helps, okay? Byron says, I'm struggling with anxiety and fear. Yeah, because you're not in the present moment. So anxiety and fear, remember, it only lives in the past or the future. And I've told you, the way out of that is breath work. Okay, so anytime you're feeling that way, focus on breath work. Breathing in and out 3 times, in through the nose, out through the mouth, calms you back down, centers you, it brings your body and mind into alignment. And then affirm, I am safe, and then the anxiety and the fear can't control you. Okay, it's only fear that's causing the control. Fear is anxiety, stress. Okay, so breathe, affirm, I am safe, everything is working out for me. That's the way to get over the ego, and then the ego shuts up, okay? Monica says, when will Tanish call me? We're in no contact. So when will Tanish call you? Okay, it will be at the right time, when you let go. There's something happening between now and the end of April. He is going to come forward to you, but he wants to come forward with something real, like a real reason to contact you, something concrete, something that's, he can offer to you in some way. So he's waiting for the right time. So I definitely feel the message here is to have faith in the when, but I feel it's going to be between now and the end of April. Okay, so you've got to just have faith that when he comes to you, it's going to be for the right reasons, okay? We just remove this person here. People come on and put the most ridiculous things in the chat, they really do. So Kushi says, my future husband's profession. Okay, it's more important that, the person that you're connecting with, because you're saying, when will I meet my future husband? It's more important you get in alignment with your own self. Okay, there's a delay around you meeting this person right now. Okay, so what I'm feeling is there's a delay because you want to meet, or you're wanting to meet someone. You've just got to be at peace with the way the journey is. So I'm getting a mask around this person. This person may not be ready for you right now. So I feel the person that you're meant to be with is currently wearing a mask that they need to take off. Okay, they need to take a mask off. Now this person could do something that's very unusual. And that's how you may know them. So, for example, they're giving me like karate or something like that, like fighting, like a fighter. So he may do like a martial art. He may do something like that, and that's how you would know him. Or he may use, like a knife there. They're showing me like, so it could be, he could do something with a knife. So what do people do with knives? They could be a chef. They could like making food. So I'm not necessarily saying that's his profession, but he may like cooking things, or he may be very good in the garden, or he may like using his hands. He may be that kind of person. But I feel this person right now may be wearing a mask and they need to be their authentic self. So instead of thinking, what's my future husband going to be like? When am I going to meet him and all of that? Focus on being your best version. Focus on being the kind of person that you want to have a relationship with. And then the universe will bring that person in at the right time. I don't feel it's the right time yet for you. There's delays for a reason. I hope that helps, okay? Sar says, Madam, current thoughts of Rizwan on our last meeting, please. So, what's current thoughts since the last meeting? He needs a bit of time, okay? He's saying it's better for me to be alone right now because I'm finding my power. So he knows from the last meeting or the last interaction with you, he needs to feel strong. He needs to find his power. And he's finding the strength to do that right now. And that's why it's better for him to be alone. So you're going to give him the time to be able to step into this power. And I'm not saying it's going to take a long time. It could be 5 days. It could be 5 weeks. But he just needs a little bit of space. So give him time to come to you. Let's see what the guidance is for you right now. Yeah, we've got the Ace of Swords and we've got the Chariot. So it's going to move forward between now and July. You may feel like you're ready to speak your truth right now. You've got things you want to communicate, but he needs time to think. Remember, the masculines process, the feminines want to speak. So you've got to breathe, okay? So feel more in control of your life by taking back your power. Maybe write down your thoughts and feelings in a journal instead of thinking you've got to communicate that. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Megan says, any messages for us or answers of what happened to Mum? So what do you need to know? What's the angel guidance for you from above? What's the angel guidance, okay? Rejection is redirection. So what you need to know is anytime there's any form of rejection or anytime something seems to go wrong or not go to plan, it's always a rejection to redirect you to something else. So it's never a rejection, it's a redirection. So you're being redirected to something else or some other thing or some other time or some other experience that's going to be much better. That's the message, okay? Rejection is a redirection. Chai says, hi Liz, any guidance on health and love, please? So what do you need to know right now? The blocking my throat chakra there. An opportunity to forgive the past and heal it is here, okay? So clear away old memories and create space for new ones. If an old love returns, it must be fresh and new. Otherwise, release them and move on. So what this means is if you're waiting for your person to come to you, they've got to come to you in this fresh energy. Otherwise, for now, you need to release them and move forward. It doesn't mean move on from the person. It means move forward. They give me a block. It feels like whatever reason, this person that you're connecting with in love can't communicate for some reason. And that's why you've been asked to be patient. So there is no need to rush. Everything is working out beautifully. Have patience and trust the process of your life. It's in divine order. Call on Archangel Honiel for inner peace. It's either give me a block you really badly. So when I'm connecting with this block, it's like you can't rush this, you can't force this. You've got to be at peace. You're learning patience right now. And stay true to yourself, stand up for what you believe in. And I feel that's what you need to know in your love life, in career, other things as well. Okay, speak your truth and fight for what you want. It's me that finds it difficult to communicate. So this could be why I'm connecting with that, but you're learning to have patience, to not rush things forward. Okay, they also give me an itchy stomach as well, which is connected with processing things deep inside. But I'm feeling the communication issues is, it's within whatever relationship you're in or whatever you've been experiencing. Very strong now, it's okay. So definitely need to do a throat chakra activation, okay, because that will also create issues in your throat. Sorry I'm doing this, but it's what I'm channeling. So I feel you definitely need to cleanse your throat chakra and love yourself more and make peace with whatever it is. Okay, so whatever the health issue is, make peace with it. Whatever you're going through in your love life, make peace with it. We've got chiropodist as well. Now, chiropodist is connected with minor fears of the future. So you may well want to go and have your feet done. Okay, but this is more about being afraid perhaps about what's going to happen in the future, like the minor things happening, small things, because then we can have issues with the feet or the toes. So I'm not necessarily feeling that this is you've got to go and see a chiropodist. You may want to, to have like your feet revitalised in some way, but it's more about fears around the future here. And drink more water as well. That may also help with your throat chakra. And that's a sign for me as well to have a sip of water. So yeah, definitely healing, okay? Healing will come in. You've got to cleanse your throat chakra. Thank you, angels, for releasing that now. Okay, Seong's Domain says, hi Liz, no questions today for me. Just wanted to send love and ask how you're doing. I'm doing great, thank you, honey. I just haven't got a phone right now because my phone's in for repair. Tyler says, hi Liz, can I have a love message from my Adam? So what does Adam want to say to Tyler? Great things are being created in our lives, especially between now and the end of April, okay? So between now and the end of April, something amazing is happening. So that's what he wants you to know, okay? Let's bring in another message. You've got the Death God, so there's transformation going on within you and around you and within him too. So something wonderful has been created. Let's see what the other card is, Nine of Swords. So it feels like your person is having sleepless nights and worry about changes they need to make. Changes that are going to create this wonderful new beginning. It's a great time of transformation. Remember, fear is only real in the mind. So I definitely feel your person is being guided to stand up to their fears and to move forward. Okay, there's going to be changes coming in between now and the end of April. I hope that helps, okay? And I want to do a message for Victor. So what's going on with Victor right now? What does your person want to say? Things need to be equally balanced. And I feel you've been working a lot more on balancing your own energy as well and giving yourself more time for you and, having a break for yourself as well. So because things need to be equally balanced, it's like doing everything 100 miles an hour. You can only do that for a certain amount of time. So I feel you have been having time for yourself as well because it's about slow and steady wins the race. So you are building a solid foundation for your future. Says keep the faith as the last details are manifesting. So it feels like things are manifesting, especially between now and the end of April again here. And this could be in your career, it could be in finances, it could also be what's happening with your twin right now. So I definitely do feel a lot is changing around you. And yeah, you're learning as well to have faith in what's coming because you're learning to see past the pain or the chaos or any tower moments that come in. Everything is happening for a reason and everything is happening for your highest good. So changes happen to move things forward and you're finding peace with that in your own way. So let's see what's going on with your twin. Is there anything they are thinking about right now in the separation or wanting you to know? Yeah, I've made a huge mistake. I needed space and I've waited too long. So your person feels like they've made a huge mistake by having all this space and all this time away from you. So I definitely feel they regret that now and they're thinking, have I waited too long? I need to make a change. So it's like a sense of urgency now to be able to move this forward. Yeah, that's why the Knight of Swords is coming in. So I definitely feel this is spontaneous energy again, spontaneous action. Anything could happen at any time. Because he's thinking, I've waited too long. It was a huge mistake to do that. Now I need to make a change. So anything can happen. So it's about knowing that things could even start moving forward within the next 4 weeks here because he's saying you are my best friend and I feel he wants you in his life in a physical way because you're his best friend in many ways, but he wants you to be his actual best friend in reality as well. He doesn't want it to just be in the 5D, he wants it to be in reality. So the message from the Carno cards is compliment. And I feel this is definitely about the way you compliment each other's lives. And it says being kind is the easiest thing. And that's it's like breathtaking the way you are. And you are a very kind, loving, gentle person. You put everybody's needs sometimes before your own. I feel that is what you're learning to balance. And that's why he knows you're his best friend as well. So I feel he really is thinking about how he can move this forward. And Angela wants to wave and give kisses to Meow Cecil as well. Missing him so much, okay? So I'm going to answer a couple more. So Yashi says, does anyone know if my question was answered? What is your question, Yashi? Any message from Jesus to me? I have answered a question that was a donation from Jesus. I think it was for Maria though. So what's the message for you from Jesus today? Jesus is saying to you, let your light shine. Okay, so your message is to attract in whatever it is you're wanting, whether it's communication with your person or anything else. Shine your light. So Jesus is saying, shine your light so bright before men, which means humanity in the world, and then they will see the good that's coming out of you. Okay, and that will glorify God. So in other words, if you be you and you shine your light and you're authentic, it's going to bring everything that you want in. So Jesus is saying, remember, you are the light of the world, so shine that light. I hope that helps, okay? Black Butterfly says, where is my relationship heading? Okay, where is your relationship heading? Where is your relationship heading? King of Coins, focus. It's heading so that your person can focus on you. And this is also in a financial way. So I feel it's heading towards stability. But your person has to also take control of that too. So it's not just about what you can bring into the relationship. It's about what they can too. It needs to be equally balanced. So this is about more focus to bring stability into the connection. And more financial stability with that too. I hope that helps, okay? Varsha, thank you for the donation. Blocked me last March. What's GD's feelings for me? So what's his feelings? He knows who you are. He's saying your nurturing power is guiding me home. So it doesn't matter whether he's blocked you or not. It's about you being you. Okay, if you be yourself, that's what's guiding him home. That's what will guide him to unblock you and move forward. Okay, so you've got to just be yourself. He's very aware of who you are. The angels say he blocked you. Don't take it personally. It's not about you. It's about him. Let go of what was. Let go of he's blocked me last March. This happened last March. Let go of what was and use your healing power, which means be yourself, to attract everything in. And you've got union is possible for you in this lifetime. So it doesn't matter whether he's blocked you and you're not talking or whatever's going on. Union is possible. That's what you need to know, okay? Jacinta says, can I have spring equinox messages? One day before the equinox, saw the words easy life on a towel. So the angels are asking you to make your life more easy through the release of fear. The past and other lifetimes teach you what you need for the here and the now. So in other words, everything you go through has made you the person you are today. That's what you need to know. The past, whether it's the person you were in the past, what you went through in the past, in this life, or in previous lives, it's made you who you are today. You've got everything now you need for the here and now because you are surrounded by love. I hope that helps, okay? Michelle says, can I get a message for my family, please? What's the message for your family? Ask Archangel Raphael to heal you. So Raphael is the healing angel. So if there needs to be a physical healing or emotional healing, if you call on him, he will bring that in for you and your family, or even to resolve things between you. And there is magic in the situation. So when you call on Raphael, he will bring magic and he will sort things out. He will resolve things for you, whatever it is you're dealing with. I hope that helps, okay? Who else have we got then? Koshi says, can I clear my nursing entrance exam? If you believe you can, you will. Believe in yourself. You must believe in yourself. I mean, all these questions you're asking really are about you manifesting what you want. So if you believe in yourself and you've got to look through illusion, this is with everything you're asking. Will I become rich? Will I do this? Will I do that? You've got to manifest it. Don't leave it to chance. Visualize it, create it, believe in yourself. Anything is possible. Okay, instead of saying, will I do this? We'll say, I know I will. I am rich. I'm rich in all things. I am successful. I've already passed my nursing exam. I'm already where I'm meant to be. You've got to change the way you're looking at things, okay? We've got Mysterium says, hi Liz, I hope all is well. Is there any message for me from my DM or the angels today? So what's the message coming through from your angels? What's the message coming through from your angels? Two of Cups, a love bond is deepening. So you've asked for a message about your DM as well. The bond between you is deepening right now. It says this is a special bond unlike anything else that you've experienced or anything they've experienced before, because it's twin flame love. Best friends and lovers united. So it feels like the love is deepening. The bond is getting stronger no matter how things seem. And your person is saying, I've just gone within to process. I have to work it out. And what they are realizing in this quiet time, speed, that it's going to speed things up, is just how important this connection is. I hope that helps, okay? Stardust says, messages from my close family members that passed away recently, please. So I'm sorry for your loss, honey. Remember, we never really lose anyone. We gain them in a new way. So what do your family members in heaven want to say to you? So your family members are saying that you are a miracle. Look at that, how beautiful. So you have to remember this, you're a miracle. The fact that you're living on earth right now is a miracle. You were created by God and you are a miracle. So your life is a miracle. That's what they need you to know. Okay, Kushi, please stop spamming because I have answered your question, okay? So you are a miracle. That's what you need to know. And this could also be coming through from a family member because they want you to know that. You know, for example, when our mum or dad come through, they say, oh, you're my miracle. But you are a miracle. That's the message, okay? Enchanted Moon, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz. Daryl and I have been fighting a lot lately and so you need some space, okay? 2 days ago, we started a fight over nothing and cancelled our plans. What is going on with us? I feel you need some time out. You need some space. So what's going on with him right now? It's like you're clashing right now. Yeah, so you can start to enjoy life more. So you need some time right now apart to get into a higher vibration. Both of you do because you're clashing. And always, you know, whenever this happens, it's like your higher selves know that there needs to be some kind of time apart to grow and to heal and to, you know, align with the energy a bit more. So it feels like you need to both enjoy life right now apart. Now, I don't mean that's going to last for long, but it feels like you just need to give each other a little bit of space. So the message is flying out to you. First one is understand and know that everything will be okay because it will be. And this is the yes from heaven. This is about you'll end up where you're meant to be. Remember that you are strong, independent and self-assured. So you don't need him around you to validate you or to be okay because you already are. And your future is being guided. But what I'm getting here intuitively is you just need some space. Yeah, there's fear there. You just need some space. Is he regretting anything or what's going on in his head? What's going on in his head right now? He's saying, I'm not sleeping because of this. So again, he's not sleeping and that can make him irritable. So he may well be having sleepless nights and that's making him very irritable. He's trying to stay away until he can be in a more peaceful energy. So remember, a separation is a protection. That's what you both need right now, okay? Daisy says, if please any love message from our person, okay, in the future of our connection, what do you need to know? Ask Archangel Shamuel to help you to find what you're seeking. And it may be that you just need to have faith in your dreams right now. So Archangel Shamuel is the finding angel. He can help you to find your way back to each other as well. But I feel this is more about you finding faith because you're a very special person. This is what you're being guided to remember. You are spiritual and strong. So enhance your psychic powers by talking to your angels and being kind and gentle and focusing on service right now. And having faith in your dreams. So what does your person want to say to you? Your person is saying to you, I'm finally taking control of my life and making things happen. So have faith in divine timing right now. I hope that helps, okay? A time says, can you read my message? Okay, a time, read your message. What's my message? Okay, so what's your message right now? What's your message? The message for you is Ace of Swords. There could be some decisions taking place right now. You may need to think carefully about what you want and then choose to follow through on your decision to make it happen. So think about what you want and then go for it. And the universe will make it happen. I hope that helps, okay? Dream Girl says, hi, there's a message from my twin, please. Straight out there. I'm working hard for our future. So he's doing the work on himself right now to be able to be with you in a relationship. Okay, to be able to be with you the way that you want him to be. So, and you will achieve success. He is getting there, Luke. So it says, remember who helped you get there and stay grateful. So be grateful right now because he is doing the work on himself. He is finding his way. He is going to get to the top of the mountain. Yeah, and you know this in your own self. So trust and use your own intuition right now. Trust your own psychic power. I hope that helps, okay? Okay, guys, I'm going to go off. I've been on for nearly 3 hours, so I'm going to be live again either tomorrow or Sunday. I'm not sure which, but pop on your notification bell. So thank you all for being here. If you haven't already, give me a thumbs up. Thank you to everyone who donated. Thank you to everyone who got involved. If you haven't received a question directly, just click anywhere during the replay and you'll receive an answer in the moment, something you need to know. So have a great day. I'm sending you lots of love and I'll see you soon.